Hello, my dear Helldivers, and welcome to today's stream. It's good to be back. I'm so happy for today. Also, because of the game that we're playing today, or continuing, Minecraft, the Reclamation mod. I'm really excited for today for our next tasks, and I have done quite a bit since last time. But yeah, not enough. I didn't do everything that I planned to because it took more time than expected. let me tell you this. But yeah, we'll come to this later. How have you been this couple of weeks? Days. For me, it was okay. Nothing special. I mean, Monday we had a holiday, national holiday. So yeah, I was just sitting home. Yeah, and today. Yeah, so for me it was everything was okay. So yeah, nothing interesting. So for today, before we start with Minecraft, I thought about, because I saw a few videos today and I started to watch a little bit, and then I thought, hey, let's watch it together. So here we are. The first one is interesting. The second one is really creepy. But yeah. Where am I? Here. Change to stream. And boom. Nintendo Switch 2 sales just collapsed. What happened? I saw this today. I mean, yeah, it is 2 days old. It is from OmniArch TV. Let me post this in the chat. And yeah, I'm curious because apparently when the Switch 2 was announced, or pre-order was opened, didn't all the sites where you could pre-order it, didn't they just all collapse, or be overly visited? And it seemed that the Switch 2 was the most successful pre-order console so far, and even I think it even surpassed the first Switch, if I'm correct. So yeah, let's watch this one.
Nintendo's retail partners officially hit the panic button on Monday, December 1st, and the latest sales data that just came out tells us exactly why. You see, a few days ago, I made a video talking about how the Nintendo Switch 2 got its first ever price reduction, and it wasn't just
Wait, already?
your typical Cyber Monday sale. This
already? And just after, or just soon after they raised the prices for the first Switch, right? They're already lowering the second one.
price reduction was available literally all week. It was available on Amazon
wasn't it
as late as this morning on
wasn't it like this that there was in I think only in the US. I don't know if in if on Amazon, or maybe he will explain that it was reduced on a page somewhere, I think Amazon, but you would see the Switch as regular price, and just when you are going to the payout, where you would select your payment and pay, then you would see, oh wait, there's a reduction of how much, $50 was it, or 5%, I don't know. And it was not marketed anywhere. Like, for example, you would say, oh, for Steam, the Steam sale starts in starts from this day to this day. But for here, apparently what I've heard, it was that it wasn't announced anywhere, and you would see, as I said, the discount only at the checkout page. You would be told, hey, there's a discount on the Switch 2 directly, not like on your purchase, but on the console itself. So maybe I will explain this.
December 8th, 2025. And in my original video covering this price reduction, I suggested that there must be something going on here for retailers to slash the price of the Nintendo Switch 2 just 6 months after its launch.
That's That's really interesting. It's also curious that for Xbox, if you have heard it already, that they increased the prices like twice in 1 year for all their consoles, and the retailers started taking them off the shelf. So if you go to many retailers, there would be PlayStation, Nintendo, and no Xbox anymore because they're increasing the prices too much twice in a year.
We have literally never seen this before. This is Nintendo's latest hardware. They are known for not doing sales, and we are currently in its first ever holiday season.
Isn't like Nintendogs still full price? Let me check this, because I've heard this many years ago. Maybe it was wrong, hearsay or just fake news on the internet, that apparently Nintendo doesn't reduce the prices for games even after a certain amount of time, because with the reason that it would be unfair to those who purchased it earlier. For example, if you know about the game, you wait until it comes out, and then you purchase it at full price when it comes out, and then just because 5 years later somebody then stumbles on this game, oh hey, cool game, that they would be technically rewarded with a cheaper game, the same experience but cheaper, and then they said, let's sell it always the same, so nobody is being screwed over. But let's say Nintendogs, Amazon. Okay, there are no prices here. Let me show you this. I just entered Nintendogs DS maybe, and okay, it says no prices here. Oh, okay, it is 22, but this is okay, it is just used, so it isn't a new one. So you can buy it a used version for 22 euros, and you get only the game. You know how you have, if you open the cartridge, or not the cartridge, the box, you have all these paper there, the instructions, that's the word. No instructions and no case, so you get only the game that is inside. Okay, so okay, maybe in the stores directly, if you go there and see the game. I think a few months ago I saw it and it was still full price, but I would have to check again.
Well, folks, we officially have some early Black Friday sales data, and it looks like that was 100% correct. This was not just your typical sale. Something bigger is actually going on. And not only that, but a game that Twitter wanted to fail so bad is still topping the sales charts. Oh, and Xbox is even more dead than I thought. But more on that later.
Exactly.
But first, let's dive deep into what happened with the Switch 2 sales over Black Friday and why things weren't looking as good as Nintendo had hoped. But first, what's going on, guys? Cheers. Real quick, guys.
Cheers.
I just wanted to thank you because
everybody, don't forget to grab something to drink if you stay through the whole stream, because staying hydrated and all.
you recently hyped one of my videos to be number 24 in the entire United States, which is actually just mind-blowing. So to all of you who have been liking the videos and using the new hype feature, thank you genuinely. The support on the channel,
I don't even know about this new hype feature.
Thank you. Let's jump right into the Switch 2 sales data, and we'll start with the UK and then talk about the United States in just a second. But this was posted over on Blue Sky by the Game Business. They said PS5 had a huge Black Friday week in the UK. It accounted for
I just realized, let me go all the way over here. I just now realized that I was blocking him.
62% of all consoles.
Wait, what?
In the UK,
Black Friday week, it accounted for
62% of all console sales. Xbox had 10%. Switch 2 had 23%.
Yeah, 10%. That is really bad. Oh, that's terrible.
PlayStation 5 Pro had its best week since launch. Meanwhile, Hogwarts Legacy and EA Sports FC 26 came out on top in Europe. So let me get this straight. In the UK, the PlayStation 5 outsold the Switch 2 2.5 to 1 during Black.
And how old is the PS5 now? Isn't it like 5 years old, maybe? 5 years old, and the Switch 2 is how much? 1 month, maybe? Let's exaggerate and say 2 months. And a 5 or 6 year old console outdid it by 2.5.
Friday week,
That's terrible.
PlayStation 5 is 5 years old at this point.
5
Let's
years.
actually dive into the article to learn a little bit more about what actually just happened here, because that is insane. The Switch 2 is 6 months old. It is the fastest selling console. That is insane.
Wait, what?
The Switch 2 is 6 months old.
You gotta be kidding me. No. Switch 2 release. Wait. Wasn't... Oh no, I confused it with Pokemon ZA. Pokemon ZA came out in October, right? The Switch 2 is already 6 months old. What's going on? I'm old. Damn it, time flies by.
It is the fastest selling console ever, and you would expect going into holiday season that hype would just go through the roof, and it got outsold by a 5-year-old PlayStation 5. Now,
not just outsold a little bit, 2.5 times. Sorry, but that's embarrassing.
Game sales data is courtesy of GSD, which tracks digital and physical game sales in the UK, so not much to report in terms of software. However, the fine folks over at Nielsen IQ have sent us some data about Black Friday in the UK, specifically around sales of hardware. In the UK, sales of consoles were better this year than during Black Friday of 2024, with revenue up 14% and unit sales up 7%. Nintendo Switch 2 did okay, the data firm says, but it was the PS5 that was the biggest driver. In fact, the PS5 was the only console to do better this Black Friday than the previous one, with unit sales up 16% over the year before.
Didn't PlayStation also reduce their prices? Wasn't there something like this? Like they reduced their prices okay, they also increased them a little bit again, but aren't the prices slightly lower than they were, I don't know, half a year ago? Or at the start of the year? I don't know. And isn't PlayStation doing... I think this is just stuff that I picked up over the last few months. I think PlayStation just did a lot of good marketing as well, and they just did a lot more nice stuff around other things. Wait, I just confused myself for a bit. Sorry. No, PlayStation made better decisions marketing wise and in other parts as well, if I'm not correct, which also increased again people's opinion of PlayStation, I think.
PS5 had a 62% share of the console market during the week. The
That's
PS5 Slim 1TB price was 21% lower compared with 2 weeks previously. The PS5 Slim 825GB digital price was 34% lower than 2 weeks prior. That's the new version that they released during all the global trade stuff happening over the past couple of months. And the PS5 Pro was down to £586, which is an all-time low, and it had the best week outside of its launch week. Overall, the average price of PS5 was about £340 last week, only the 7th time it's gone below £400.
£340? How much is this in euro? £340 in euro. 389 for a PS5. Honestly, that's not much. That is actually really good. How much Switch 2 costs? How much? Whoa. Wait. 400, over 400, over 400 in a bundle with Pokemon ZA, 509 euros. And isn't the Switch 2 on the almost on the level of PS4, and the PS5, which is the next generation, is cheaper. Is cheaper than so you basically have a PS5 being cheaper with a bit over 100 euros or dollars. Let's say dollars. Euro dollars is almost the same. So you basically have a PS5 that is about $100 cheaper than a PS4, and a handheld PS4. I mean, okay, you could technically say you're paying extra for the handheld version because, yeah, obviously PS4 you can't take it wherever you want and play on the subway, train, or whatever. But yeah, okay.
Okay, so what do we learn from this? Okay, let's just use a little bit of logic here. Okay, consumers are price sensitive right now. Can you believe that? What? It's almost like I've been saying that for months now. Now, of course, 340 pounds sterling is equivalent to 453 United States dollars. So for all of you watching in the United States, don't look at this and say, oh, well, of course it sold better. It was so cheap. No, $450 is the price of the Switch 2. It's exactly neck and neck. Now that's average price, right? So some of the units were cheaper than that, and that plays a huge factor in unit sales objectively, obviously, right? You lower the price, consumers are going to want to buy it. They go on to report that the Nintendo Switch 2 took a 23% share of the market during Black Friday, which is a lower share compared with the weeks since launch. However, this is to be expected given the deals on the PlayStation 5. Switch 2's average selling price was 405 pounds during Black Friday, which was only a slight 3% drop on 2 weeks ago. Okay, so what do we learn here? Well, first of all, the PS5 was cheaper across the board. Obviously, the hardware is 5 years old at this point. It's no wonder. It's no question. Of course it's cheaper. They even introduced the 825 gigabyte model this year to keep the price competitive, and that strategy worked. Can you believe it? Lower the price actually worked. Wow. Can you, what? Lowering the price causes more people to buy the console. That's crazy.
Who would have thought about that?
Crazy. Here's what else is crazy. All right, Hogwarts Legacy coming in at number 2. When this game came out, all of Twitter was screeching at the top of their lungs saying that this game should fail. They wanted it to fail. They were signing petitions. They were talking about the downfall of the Harry Potter franchise, and J.K. Rowling is evil and this and that. And look at this. Years after the game has been out, it is still topping this.
Of course, yeah. Talking about the Harry Potter game and all of that. It was also said that people wanted to boycott. Wait, let me. All right. People were talking about boycotting the game and all of that because of J.K. Rowling and her opinion. I would say, of course, yeah. If you don't support her opinion, don't buy the game. But actively trying to hurt it is actually a really. You cannot just not support it and not buy it. But the thing is that there were real people behind it programming it who just did their job. Just make this game where you can do this, and this, and they did it. There were people marketing it. Just we have a product, and here it is. Buy it. And the higher ups who made all the decisions. They don't care about J.K. Rowling's opinion about stuff. They just took something that people liked and said, "We're making a game out of this that you will like." And I didn't play the game. I don't know. It's not really my type of game. So. But if Harry Potter were my type of game, and I watched the movies, but it's not like it is not a Lord of the Rings to me. I have to say, for Lord of the Rings, I really would be like this, that I buy a game just because it is Lord of the Rings and checking it out if it is good or not, and But Harry Potter, it is a very good movie story. I didn't read the books, only the movies, only saw the movies. It was really good. No, not looking at J.K. Rowling who wrote the books and who is behind all of this. Just checking out the material, it is a very good thing. And from what I've seen from the game, it is also a pretty good game. If you don't like her and say you don't want to support, you're whether you buy the game or not, I don't think you're really helping her anyway. So I don't know how it is, if she's getting a share or not. I don't know the things about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This was just my opinion on also on this. It's when it comes to companies and stuff, and you wanted to do things, it's mostly innocent people who are paying the prices, not the actual people. Because yeah, let's say you're boycotting the company who programmed the game, you're not hurting J.K. Rowling. If you let's say technically you go as far and you make the company go bankrupt and the company shuts down because of losses and whatever. Do you think that J.K. Rowling will suffer any of that? No, it's just the programmers and the people running the company that whose life you've just destroyed, basically. Yeah.
Sales charts. And what does this mean, folks? When you ignore Twitter, when you just make a good game, the game will sell. I've played Hogwarts Legacy.
Yep.
The game is great. It's absolutely gorgeous on PS5, by the way, and it actually beat Black Ops 7, which
Black Ops 7 is the recent one, right? The newest Call of Duty game, right? I saw only parts from it. Dude, Call of Duty is not what it has been before. Nope, go away, stupid bot messages. I keep forgetting to blacklist some of the words from. I have to do this after stream. It is not at all what it has been. Call of Duty, what it started as. Not at all, honestly. It has become a joke. The last Call of Duty game that I played was World War II, which came out 8 years ago, maybe almost 8 years ago. And I also haven't played all the Call of Duty games up to that point. Yeah. That was not a good game.
Call of Duty launch of this year. Now, of course, Hogwarts Legacy was deeply discounted, and Black Ops 7 was not, right? So, I mean, like, obviously, we're talking about unit sales, not revenue. If we're talking about revenue, Hogwarts Legacy is number 8, right? Like, let's just be abundantly clear about what actually happened here. Black Ops 7 still coming in at second place. But what actually happened in the United States? Let's take a look at what Matt Piscatella shared from Circana over on Blue Sky in response to the exact UK data that we just looked at. He said, in the United States, PlayStation 5 accounted for 47% of total Black Friday week hardware unit sales, leading the market. Nintendo Switch 2 ranked second at 24%, with the NEX Playground third place at 14%. That is crazy.
What is that even? NEX Playground? NEX Playground? What is this even? Next Playground, the active play system for kids and families. Play that moves you. What is that? Is it this box here? And you have NX Playground.
Meet Next Playground, the entertainment system that gets you moving. It's an all-new way to play. No extra sensors, headsets, or funky wearables. Just play like you were born to play.
That's actually really cool. And you have absolutely
Playground uses its wide-angle camera to detect
no
the
controls
players and their body movement. All the games are played using simple and intuitive gestures. So yeah, it's that easy. Whether it's family game night, a rainy weekend, or a get-together with friends, Playground has something for, well, everyone.
Woo! Do you believe it? You personal yes, the
Let's go! Let's go!
Discover a new world of play.
Are you ready?
Actually, this is really cool. I really like it. And this is also okay. This perform. Wow.
We're going to talk about that later in the video, but what we can see here is that the trend continues in the United States. The PlayStation 5, a 5-year-old console, outsold the Switch 2 2-1. That's the data. There's no spin
That is
here. I have
terrible.
no agenda. I have no skin in the game here. I'm not a Sony fanboy. I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. I'm not an Xbox fanboy. I'm just telling you what happened here. Now, Matt goes on to say that this is for the week ending in November 29th, 2025. By the way, the timeline here is absolutely critical to what we talked about in a previous video. We'll get into that in just a second. This user actually responds to Matt and says, I'm surprised the PS5 outperformed the Switch 2 here. Do you think it's just that the sales on PS5 were bigger?
It is for the Switch 2. I think it is a lot also because of the company, because I planned from the moment that the Switch 2 was announced, I was planning on buying one or even pre-ordering one. But then all this stuff happened with Nintendo and, you know, with Palworld, what they did, which was just, it was plain 100% just an asshole move to do. You can say whatever you want. It was an asshole move to do what they did. And I mean, here in Europe, I think we are safe because of some laws that protect the customer and what they are buying. That you know, that they said that they if they suspect something, they are remotely basically breaking your Switch console, breaking it so that it cannot even be. Can it be reversed again? I don't know. But so they're basically remote breaking your console, not just the game but the whole console. And in Europe, it is. From as far as I understood, the customers are protected by that, so they would break European laws if they would do this here. But so technically, I would be safe from that. But just because they said that they take the rights to do that, and they also basically said they're not selling you the console, but a license to use the console. What's that even mean? So that means I'm giving you money just for you to say, yes, you can play with my thing. It's like I give you $20,000 to drive your car, not my car. So you can, whenever you say, when you feel like it, give me the car back, and I'm not getting the $20,000 back, because it is I paid $20,000 for the permission to drive your car. And just because of that, I would technically be safe, as I said, from them breaking the console here in Europe. But just for that, I mean, the $400-500 that I would have paid, they don't care about that. Nintendo is one of the, if not the most, the company with the highest yearly profit in the world, I think, or one of the highest. So they don't care about my money. It's just that. Yeah, I don't like it. Recently, I was thinking about that. Maybe I will. I still will buy Switch 2 because of the new Pokemon game. Yeah, I heard that it is. The state that it is in, but I have to say, with Pokemon, I don't really have very high standards. Just hey, I want to play Pokemon because it's cool. It's something new, a little bit different than what it was before. A new adventure. Basically, I never replay a Pokemon game again, just so that I keep the the uniqueness or the experience. And because I made the mistake again, the mistake once that I played a hard gold, I did so many things post game as well. And then I thought, hey, I caught somewhere a shiny Ralts, and I wanted to restart the game with the shiny Ralts as my quote official new starter, and I forgot to all the legendaries and all of that what I collected to move away from that game. So basically I just tossed them out, everyone, and I played for I think over 100 hours. And I never even finished my second run. So, there is that. I completely went off trail. Oh well. Oh hey, Amelia Harper, welcome to the stream. Hi. If you're curious, we're watching this video. Nintendo Switch 2 sales just collapsed. What happened from OmniArc TV? So if you're curious, I put the link in the description. I hope you had a nice day today.
Matt says, I'm guessing you mean that there was more discounting on PS.
Yeah. Hi. Welcome to the stream. And thank you for the follow. I hope you had a nice day.
5. Yes.
What's the stream schedule? Usually Wednesday at what? 21 at 9 p.m. CT, I think it was CT, and Friday and Saturday at I think 8 p.m. CT. Not always not always sticking to it, but I try. Right.
Price promotion and discounting is a huge sales driver during Black Friday week, and Sony discounted more aggressively than others. Okay, so that is the console sales data for Black Friday week, which ended November 29th, which was a Saturday. So now let's break down this data and figure out what exactly just happened, because here's a couple of things that.
Okay. I hope it's not going where I think it's going. But if you, yeah, I thank you, but I am not interested. I think, but I'm not interested. I actually don't want advertising my stream. Thank you, but I'm not interested. I knew I hate this so much. I'm always so happy when people come into the stream and write with me, talk with me, engagement. I really like a hope for that, and then people come here and only to promote themselves. Sorry, and then probably leave soon.
We need to remind ourselves. First of all, yes, the PS5 was cheaper, and again, consumers are price sensitive right now, and so when they're looking at buying a console in 2025, if money is tight but they still want to put a fantastic gift under the tree, they're probably going to go with the one that is cheaper. That's just logic. Of course that makes sense, right? But let's
wait, I'm a little bit off focus now.
Here's a couple of things that we need to remind ourselves. First of all, yes, the PS5 was cheaper, and again, consumers are price sensitive right now, and so when they're looking at buying a console in 2025, if money is tight but they still want to put a fantastic gift under the tree, they're probably going to go with the one that is cheaper. That's
okay. With this I agree. Yes, if money is tight, and but I would say that it still depends on something else, because for example I have a PS4 that I didn't use since 2-3 years, I think, and the person left, of course. Yep. Okay, then I hate this so much, and probably this probably wasn't even a real person, maybe just a bot or whatever. How can I? Well, it looks like I cannot. Great. I cleared the chat in on Twitch, but not on the screen here. Ah, well. Then let me do this. If something new comes up, I will blend it in again, but just so that you know the space here is free. Okay.
It's just logic. Of course that makes sense, right? But let's actually look at the full complete picture here, because as I said earlier in the video, the PS5 came out in November of 2020. So this is a 5-year-old console that is halfway through, or more than halfway through, its life cycle. And we're seeing that despite the PS5 already having 80 million units in the hands of customers, right? There are already 80 million people out there that have their hands on a PlayStation 5. It is still outselling the brand new Nintendo console that just came out 6 months ago. Let's be
which is really mind-boggling, ridiculous that it's still happening. Yeah, I wanted to say, yeah, I with the money thing, and it also depends. If you're really looking only for, on the money and say I buy the cheapest one, then yes, I understand that part. But for example, if I haven't I didn't buy a PS5 since it came out 5 years ago, and I probably won't do that anymore. There isn't really a game that's just on the PlayStation that that I'm curious about, and or enough games where I would say I'm buying another one. Because yeah, I stick mostly 99% only on. I didn't even use my Switch anymore since a few months. Only PC and the Steam Deck, which is basically just a PC. It is just a PC. If the thing with Nintendo wouldn't have happened with Palworld and breaking your console from afar, I would have bought a Switch compared to a PS5. Even if the Switch is about $100 more expensive, I would have bought it, because for me it's not just the cheaper option. It's it's just a tool for the thing. Is not I wouldn't have bought the Switch 2 just to have the Switch 2. If Pokemon ZA, for example, came out on the Switch and on PC, I would have bought it on the PC and didn't bother with the Switch. But yeah, that's that.
Very clear here. That is not the outcome people expected. The retailers did not expect this. Circana did not expect this. The only people that expected this were the Sony fanboys, who just think that Sony's gonna do no wrong and they're gonna be the best ever and they're always gonna win, right? Nobody actually thought.
Actually, this is also something that I don't like to think. I mean, if you're a fan of something or someone, okay, yes, good, but to never see any fault in the things they do. This is just, I mean, I can acknowledge, and I acknowledge that that Nintendo are doing a lot of things that I don't agree with, but I could still buy the console if I say I don't care enough for that. Just give me the console and give me the games so that I can enjoy them. But to say no, they aren't doing anything wrong because I like Nintendo, I like their games, and all of that, and I play the games, and no, they can never do any wrong. That's delusion at this point. I can at least say yes, they are doing bad stuff, but I don't care that much that I'm doing anything about it. But yeah, this is honestly the first time that I am saying that I care enough to not do anything. This is the first. What's wrong with me today? This is the first time where I care enough for what a company does to say, nah, I'm not buying their products.
The PS5 was going to outsell the Switch 2 going into Black Friday week, and the reason that nobody thought this is because, one, again, this is the first holiday season for the Switch 2. Number two, the Switch 2 is the fastest selling console of all time, and the narrative throughout the entire last 6 months is that the Switch 2 is selling so well. Oh my god, it's so in demand, everyone's buying one, they're flying off the shelves, the sales, oh my god, everyone, home run after home run after home run. Every week it's been outselling the PS5, and here we come into the most hype period of the entire year, and listen, I even thought the Switch 2 was going to outsell the PS5. So
I have to say, I was surprised to hear when it was said that in pre-order the Switch 2 was already sold out, just because I think it was right at that time where the thing with Palworld started, and then also the rumors came out with with the remote deactivation of not just the software but also the hardware itself. And then I thought that the Switch 2 won't be doing that good. Of course, there are a lot of people who would buy it, of course, but I didn't think that it would do that good. I have to say, I was really surprised by that.
Somebody who is just look at the channel. I've been very critical of Nintendo, and even I have been saying it's going to keep selling really well. Even I thought it was going to outsell the PS5. Even I wasn't that bearish on the Switch 2.
Yes, because no matter of your opinion of something, you still have to be realistic, to say just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's going to sell very bad, or it's going to sell very good because I'm a fan of it. You can like or dislike something, but you still have to remain realistically. I mean I'm stating the obvious here, right? I hope so. This should be obvious.
Going into Black Friday, and here we are. And not only did the brand new Switch 2 lose to the 5-year-old PS5, but it got absolutely curb stomped 2-1.
That's what I am very surprised about. But maybe because so many people bought it already at launch, pre-order and all of that, they quote missed out on the increasing numbers now. Or are they comparing just from a certain time frame for PlayStation and Nintendo, and it's from this maybe if I'm right in this way, then maybe hey, I just realized I have exactly the same thing here. This here, you see that's this mixer box here. I have exactly the same thing, and I changed the colors to red for mine because I don't know, I like red. It's not my favorite color, but I like it. That's so cool. This thing is amazing. Can do so many things. I still haven't learned a lot about it, how to use it properly, especially the things. I mean, the audio, of course, my audio I can change, and the audio from the system, but I still have to learn a lot about it. But I can also do a lot of
very nice effects.
Okay, let's continue. 2-1, that is not just a price difference, that is a demand issue. And really, when you think about it, right, like the PS5 objectively is just more powerful than the Switch 2. Right now, the Switch 2 is a handheld console. It has a ton of benefits, and there's plenty of reasons why somebody would want to Switch 2 over a PS5. But point for point, when you're looking at it from a value proposition, if you look at the PS5 and it's cheaper and the hardware is more powerful, then it's like, okay, well, I mean, obviously that's the gift you're gonna want to give your kids, right? Or your brother or your boyfriend, or just for yourself because it was on sale. So
that's the thing. If something has the same price, starting by that, then you would have compromise. PS5 is stationary, but it is has higher performance. Switch or Switch 2, lower performance, but it's not stationary. Obviously, it has a stationary component where you make it stationary, but it is also portable. So there is this thing: is it portable enough to warrant the reduced performance, so that you have, let's say, on a score, if both have a score 500, is it for PlayStation 400 and 200, and for the Switch it's 200 400? No, 300 and 200, and for the under it's 200 300, if you compare those two things. But in sum, both have the score 500 and the same price. But here, yes, the Switch is portable compared to the PS5, but it is comparable to a PS4. It is basically like a PS4 in your hand, but the price is not the same. That's the issue. You could say you have the same score, what they deliver in portability and performance. You have the same score, but you have a difference of about $100, where the portable weaker one is more expensive. And here, yeah, you get more value for money with the PS5.
In conclusion, okay, let me just make this abundantly clear. Nobody on YouTube, nobody on the internet thought that the PS5 will outsell the Switch 2 during this holiday season.
I'm surprised.
If they try to convince you otherwise, they're literally just lying to you. Nobody thought that. Maybe Nintendo, right? Maybe he's the only one who was consistently saying that the PS5 would eventually outsell the Switch 2, right? And he was right. But that's it. None of you other people can even claim that. Don't even try, okay? Listen, we were all wrong. It's fine. We were all wrong about this. The PS5 absolutely clapped the Switch 2. And it is what it is. 2-1.
I have to say the control of the PS5 looks amazing and feels amazing. I played on a PS5, not my own, before. The controller has such a nice feeling if you're holding it in your hand. It's so comfortable. It is really cool. I thought about buying a PS5 controller to use it on my PC, because I have one, but it is with cable, and it is. Is it official from PlayStation? But I don't know. But it is not. It has a different design. It has a different design, but it has the PlayStation logo on it. So I think it was official, but like a cheaper version of that. And it is only with cable, so no thing. But it is still expensive, the controller. It's not that. I have to check if they are on sale. Just a moment. Amazon PS5 controller. Oh, dude, 81 euros, 80, 85, 81, 80, 84, 43. But this is not an official one. Damn. But man, they look good. I mean, where is even the original? Wait, this is the original, right? 84 or 84 euros. They look really good. And what I really like is, okay, wait, this one doesn't have it. You know, it had a shape, or not shape, a design on it, right? It was not plain white. It was white with symbols, right? The one I remember. Okay, never mind, but I have to say this black one, I like it a lot more. The design is really cool. I think if I get one, I will get this one. But maybe it's 10th of December. Maybe if we get closer to Christmas, maybe they drop again in sale, and then I will get one. And I also need a new headphones as well. Oh well. We're 10 minutes in and the stream goes on for 50 minutes because I keep yapping. Okay.
2.5-1 in the UK. But how does this play into the narrative that I talked about in my recent video? Let's dig a little bit deeper. As you can see right here, I have the Switch 2 Mario Kart World Bundle in my cart at Walmart right now. As you can see, it arrives today, December 8th. So you know that this is an up-to-date actual, this is live. Right now, it is still $51 off for the Switch 2 Mario Kart World Bundle. So let's just do a quick recap over what has happened over the last week. Okay, first of all, the Switch 2 bundle went on discount on Cyber Monday at Walmart first. Everyone came out and said, oh, it's just a Cyber Monday deal, it's no big deal, it's just for the Mario Kart World Bundle. Okay, on Tuesday, when all the Cyber Monday deals were over, the deal still existed. Okay, so we moved the goalpost. People started saying, okay, well, it's not a Cyber Monday deal, but it's only exclusive to Walmart, right? You know the saying,
yes,
save money, live better, Walmart. You know what I mean? This is just what Walmart.
This is the one what I was talking about, you know, the deal that you only saw on checkout.
Walmart does. It's not what they do for 6-month-old Nintendo consoles, by the way, but okay, that's where the goalpost was on Tuesday morning. And then, oh, what do you know? Target price matches it, Best Buy price matches it, and Amazon price matches it. Okay, so now it's not just a Walmart thing. Literally every retailer in the United States has now price matched Walmart, and you can go to any of the major retailers in the US and get a $50 discount on the 6-month-old Switch 2. All right, so the goalposts were then moved, and then everyone started saying, oh, well, you know, it's actually it's a loss leader strategy, right? Yeah, it's just they just have too much inventory. There's just so much of this Mario Kart World bundle that they just want to get rid of it, right?
Yeah,
okay, so
no,
this
I
is
don't
where the
believe
logic
that.
starts to enter into fantasy land, okay? Because now we actually have a contradicting goalpost that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so these people want you to believe that one, the Switch 2 is selling like hotcakes, it's flying off the shelves. Again, it's been the best-selling console of all time, objectively, right? And yet they are discounting it to sell it even faster. Okay, well, first of all, let's just dispel the loss leader strategy here, okay? Actually, I've seen a lot of people not even know what a loss leader is, so let's just get on the same page, okay? A loss leader is
Okay.
a product sold at a price below its market cost, sometimes at a loss, to attract customers into a store or onto a platform, hoping they'll buy other, more profitable items, thereby making up for the initial loss and increasing overall sales and loyalty. Okay, so the goal of a loss leader is to attract customers into a store. So if we're going to use the loss leader
There is actually there are actual products that are sold this way, not even with discounts, but regular prices. Where let's say it like this. I don't know if this is true, but let's say with printers, I don't know if a printer. Let's say it costs you 200 to produce a printer, and you're selling it for 100, with because you know that the ink will you have to refill it again, and the ink you produce, let's say $2 a piece, and you're selling it for $10, $15, $20, for example. It's not that much for the customer, but with this only after 2 or 3 refills you already brought in the loss that you made, and you're making further profits with that. Because obviously at first purchase you're buying the printer and at least one set of colors or ink, you know. And this is exactly the thing. And it's not just like you're like here maybe they made a discount and selling it at a loss then, but no, this strategy also includes regular prices that are below, you know, production costs. So yeah,
strategy for the Switch 2, come here, listen closely, okay? It must not have been selling well at $500. These are mutually exclusive things. If the console is flying off the shelves at $500 and it is very successful at $500,
and you're not lowering the price.
Lower the price to attract customers. Do you understand?
Exactly.
If it's flying off the shelves, you've already got the customers in the door.
Exactly.
So you cannot use the loss leader strategy for a product that is already attracting customers. That doesn't make sense. That logically, there is no logical, you can't make that argument, okay? So either the Switch was not selling well at 500, so they lowered it by 50 to attract more customers, or the loss leader logic doesn't make any sense, right? Those are mutually exclusive. It's one or the other. And by the way, this makes a lot more sense in the context of a retail brick and mortar store. This strategy does not work super well when it's an online deal, because I don't know about you guys. I mean, let's just think about this logically. Actually, let me just ask you guys, okay? Because after my recent video where I covered this discount, lots of you guys told me in the comments that you actually went out and bought the console because you saw it was discounted, right? So Nintendo, you're welcome. I gave you free promotion there. And I honestly don't care. Like, if you bought the Switch 2, enjoy it, have fun with it. It's great.
Wasn't also Nintendo on this side that people making or showing their stuff having to pay them instead of, you know, usually the companies pay for promotion? Wasn't there something recently with that? So you better watch out. Nintendo maybe come for you. Is maybe coming for you. I'm joking. I really hope they're not doing that. Obviously.
But if you did buy this console for $50 off, did you buy anything else? I can only tell you what I do when.
Honestly, I would have bought the console and maybe, because the only game right currently that I'm interested in would be Pokemon ZA, but yeah, I'm at the current time I'm not doing it.
For me, my buying behavior is that when I see something I want on sale, I just buy it. It's not like you're going to add the Switch 2 into your cart and then you're going to be like, oh, actually, how much are bananas right now? Like, no one does that, okay? That strategy works way better when people are.
I mean, maybe you're browsing games for this console, but you know how Switch 1 games are still compatible with the Switch 2. If you're still playing those games, then yeah, you don't need a new one. But technically, yeah, with the first Switch, obviously you would buy the Switch and with the first Switch, and also buy 1 or 2 games alongside it. So yeah.
Actually in the store, and there's other products that they can actually see and be influenced to buy. Now you might throw in like a game or something like that, but let's just ask ourselves, what are the profit margins for brand new video games at Walmart or on Amazon? They're not big, right? These are not high profit margin items. Okay, so the most logical item that somebody else would add to their cart, let's even assuming this was a loss leader strategy, would be another low profit margin item, because that is the other half of the definition of loss leader, with the goal of them buying other higher margin items. So the argument is that they took a low margin item, lowered that margin even lower to the point where it's probably almost zero, in the hopes that they add a game to their cart that's also low margin.
Is a game low margin? Because as far as I know, the newer games don't even have the game itself in it. I mean, they still have the cartridge, but it only has a download code. And with Pokemon, we know from the leaks, from the recent leaks, that they are not putting that much money in the production. Didn't Pokemon ZA have a budget of 22 millions, something like this, 22, 23 million? And let's just see. Pokemon ZA, not profit. Profit. Pokemon, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, it says in German here. Let me translate. Pokemon Legends EA has 13 million budget, and here we have, that is an extreme exaggeration, but we have GTA 6 with 2 billion ones. Or let's just take regular AAA games that have at least a few $1 million in budget, and then we have here Nintendo with how much value they have, 13 million, and they sold 5.8 million copies. Oh wait, in the first week, yeah, it says only a few 100,000 copies would have to be sold to cover the cost, and they sold 5.8 million in the first week. So I think games are high, rather high margin costs. I would assume. I mean, Silk Songs was sold for $20, and didn't they? Let's look. Silk Song profit. Hollow Knight Silksong has been a massive financial success, generating an estimated 50 million plus in revenue from Steam alone within its first 3 days, selling millions of copies and becoming one of the biggest indie launches ever. Thanks to its legendary fanbase and low $20 price point, making Team Cherry millions and cementing their status as indie darlings. They sold the game for 20 million and made they sold the game for $20 a piece and made millions in profit. And then here you have Pokemon ZA with 13 million budget and selling this game for what, $70 plus $30 DLC. So who bought the DLC paid 100 for that thing. You cannot tell me that at least a few game franchises are lower margin. You cannot tell me that. I mean, I'm not that deep in this stuff. It's just my opinion from just what I've seen. I didn't study it or anything. So if you've studied this, you Omni Arc TV. Sorry, I don't know your name, but yeah, and I guess you've looked into it more. So yeah, I don't know. I find it hard to believe, I have to say. Certain games, yes. Certain games or recent movies what I've seen had this problem that they couldn't even cover their production cost. Games, I don't know, but for games, I don't know. I don't feel like I don't. Yeah, let's continue.
Both halves of the loss leader argument do not make sense when we look at the $50 price reduction for the Switch 2. And this is one of the things that I found very funny, is that in my comments, people were like, oh, you must not have ever worked retail. You don't even know what retail. My first 6 months working retail at Apple, I had over $700,000 worth of sales. That was part-time, by the way. My first or second full year being part-time, I had about $1.8 million worth of sales. Ricardo, if you're watching, I know you legally cannot send me my historical sales performance data, but I would love to have it. And I didn't just work at Apple, I also briefly worked at Express doing sales
for men's
clothing. I also worked at a retro video game store selling both old and new video games, and during my tenure there, I was responsible for setting prices of these new and used games, evaluating trade-in prices, and paying customers for the product that they bring into the store. And no, I was not manager, I did not run the business, but I'll tell you what, I was never pulled aside and said, hey, you're not doing this right. And for what it's worth, I do have a degree in business and in marketing, okay? So just to be clear, I understand retail, supply and demand very well. Most of you in the comments.
I mean, I went into to a higher school where it was focused on economy, but I didn't have any degree, bachelor's degree or something like that. Just I don't know what the equivalent is in the US, but basically college is like university, right? What is it? I don't know. Let's take this. I went, the first school, the primary school, that took 4 years. The secondary one, which also 4 years, and then this high school for 5 years with the certain degree, diploma. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I assume that you understand a lot more than I do.
Do not have millions of dollars worth of electronic sales. All right, so get out of here with that bullshit. Okay, so now that we've concluded that the loss leader argument for the $50 discount on the 6-month-old brand new Nintendo hardware is not a very good logical argument. It just doesn't really make much sense. It doesn't reflect what the average buyer is going to do, and even if they did buy a game with it, it's another small profit margin item. That's not a very likely scenario for why this actually happened. If we revisit the data, I think we can come to a much more logical conclusion as to what happened. Okay, if you pay very close attention to the time frame that this happened, November 29th, that is Saturday. Okay, so here's what I suspect happened at Walmart. Okay, they have real-time sell-through data that they are looking at through the holiday season. This is the most important time of the year. They are watching this data like a hawk, and all of these major retailers, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Amazon, all of them probably suspected that the Switch 2 would be outselling the PS5. I thought that, you thought that, everybody thought that, because of, just look at the last 6 months. The Switch 2 has been dominating the PS5 all year. It's logical to assume that going into Black Friday, that dominated. Everybody thought that because of, just look at the last 6 months. The Switch 2 has been dominating the PS5 all year. It's logical to assume that going into Black Friday, that trend would continue or maybe even increase, right? So by the time Cyber Monday came around and they were looking at that real-time sell-through data and they realized, holy crap, the PS5 is selling way more than the Switch 2, which by the way could mean one of two things. Either one, the PS5 is selling better than they thought, or two, the Switch 2 is selling worse than they thought, or maybe both. It could be, it's probably a little bit of both. They compare their real-time sell-through data to their inventory of the Mario Kart World Bundle, and they say, okay, well, we thought we would be moving more of these units. Let's see if we can move more when we drop it by $50. That is a 10% reduction in price. That is a meaningful discount to consumers that are price sensitive in 2025. And when the Mario Kart World Bundle didn't sell out on Cyber Monday, they left the deal up all week. It is still live today. This is not a Cyber Monday deal. This is them looking at their inventory and saying, wow, this did not sell as well as we thought. I said this in my original video. I said two things can be true at the exact same time. The Switch 2 can be the fastest selling console of all time, and yet its demand could still be weaker than expected in holiday season. This is not rocket science. This is like a basic understanding of how these things could possibly play out. Now, truthfully, I didn't think that would actually be the case. I thought, yeah, the Switch 2 is going to pop off. It's going to blow the PS5 out of the water, but I was wrong. The PS5 won. They just won. Okay. Now, what's going to be interesting is what happens the week after. Of course, we don't have the data for Cyber Monday, right? So it could very well be the case that they drop the price $50, sales for the Switch 2 go through the roof, and Cyber Monday week, we see the Switch 2 just completely pop off and just blow the PS5 out of the water. Very possible. In fact, that's logical. I think that might be what happens. Again, I don't have skin in the game. I don't care if the PS5 wins or the Switch 2 wins. There's no winning. I'm talking about video games here, guys. Like, this is not that serious. Like, chill out. Now,
the only winning that matters is the winnings in the game. There.
before we move on to the internet's reaction to this and how Xbox has totally collapsed worse than I thought.
Yeah, Xbox isn't even mentioned. Oh man.
Let's just do a quick recap on the two possible scenarios here, and you guys can come to your own conclusion, right? You guys can decide what you think is most likely. Scenario one is that the Switch 2 was selling tremendously well, but Walmart decided to lower it by $50 to drum up demand even farther, and hoping that maybe you'll bundle a $50 or $60 game with it, which, let me remind you, has a small profit margin, just like the Switch 2.
I don't think
now that they've lowered it by 50, that profit margin is probably almost entirely gone. Doesn't make a lot of business sense to me, but that is one possible scenario. The other possible scenario is that Walmart looked at the data that they absolutely definitely have and were definitely looking at for the busiest time of the year and said, wow, the PS5 demand is higher than we thought, the Switch 2 demand is lower than we thought, we should lower the price to sell more units. To me, that scenario seems way more likely. They have way more supply than they have demand, and they don't know what else to do, so they lower the price.
I also think that because the Switch 2 started with it sold so well right from the start that I think that most people within the first year who really want the console already bought it. So at the end you have people who maybe think, maybe I'm not so sure, and then they saw the $50 reduction. They said, okay, well, let me buy it now. And then yeah, there's the rest who said, like me for example, okay, no, I'm still not buying it as it is now. So I think this is the most logical thing, I would assume. That's because the Switch 2 is only 6 months old. If it were 10 months old, maybe it would have done a little bit better now. Maybe I'm talking crap, I don't know. But I think this is the most likely the reason that most people already bought it who want it.
Because as Matt said from Circana, price promotion is a huge sales driver during Black Friday week. Price matters, and it's going to be really interesting to see if the following week data actually comes out here, if lowering the price by $50 at all these retailers explodes the demand of the Mario Kart World Bundle. Then I feel like the drop the price crowd was kind of right. I mean, what other conclusion can we arrive at? They dropped the price and it increased the number of people interested in the console. Like, what? That's what they've been saying for the last 6 months. I don't know. This user says a 62% market share is really impressive given the fact that we are talking about a 5-year-old console. This user says it's Europe, they were always Sony, and before that they were Sega favored. Okay, so by your logic, everyone in Europe would already have a PS5, buddy. This user says in response to the fact
maybe most people who plan on getting one
that it's a 5-year-old console, that's around when sales tend to peak. Meanwhile, the Switch 2 is new without any games except Donkey Kong and Mario Kart, and Xbox is Xbox. It's about what you would expect, to be honest. First of all, no, it's not. Nobody expected this. Let's just be real. Only the arrogance of a Reddit user would say something like this, but they are correct in the fact that the Switch 2 just doesn't have that many appealing games that are at least mass appealing. We've got Mario Kart World, of course, right? That game is massively appealing. I actually 3-starred all the tracks on 150cc. The game is fine. It's not the best Mario.
The thing is also that many newer games, or not all of them, are also work on the first Switch, right? For example, Pokemon ZA, which of course you can buy it for the Switch 2, but it also works, or you can buy it for the Switch 1. So if you only want to play the game, for example, then you just buy the game for the first console, and you just skip buying the second one. But yeah, for example, like you said, the new Mario and Donkey Kong, I think, only exist for the second Switch. Or do they also have a Switch One version? Well, so yeah, if there aren't a lot of games exclusively for that, then obviously buying it isn't that useful. Of course, except you can also play Switch One games on the second one as well. But yeah.
Whatever, but it's fine. Donkey Kong Bonanza was really good. I really enjoyed Donkey Kong Bonanza, but after that, the must-have games fall off a cliff, right? Legends EA is on the Switch One. Metroid Prime 4 is on Switch
exactly.
One. I don't even think you could argue that those are must-have games, but if you could argue that, you don't need a new console to get it. So then all we've got left is like, what, Kirby Air Riders and Hyrule Warriors, both of which nobody's even talking about anymore. Like, they just came out and no one's talking about it. Now, it's probably because so many things just came out, right? Like Metroid Prime and everything like that, but like Kirby Air Riders and Hyrule Warriors are not enough to drum up holiday demand. I mean, it is what it is. I'm sorry if you love those games, but that's just the fact. This user says big sales come out on top on Black Friday. Obviously, PS5 was the only console on a proper sale. Interesting. So you're saying that demand is highest for things when they are at a competitive price point. So by that logic, if the retailers lowered the price of the Switch 2 following the obvious trend that the PS5 was winning on Black Friday week, then the goal of that sale would be to increase demand, implying that demand wasn't as high as they thought it would be. Okay, just making sure we understand that. This user also thinks that this is impressive for a 5-year-old console. Switch 2 had 23% and Xbox had 10. This person says, I'm actually
that is also really, I mean, this is when things would be ideal, this is actually the best thing, that the newer console would sell more than the previous ones. But seeing that PS5 has 62% and Xbox only 10, this really hurts, honestly. I mean, I am more on a PlayStation side. I never had one Xbox, but I have the 2, 3, and 4 PlayStation. Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, Microsoft makes enough money with everything else.
surprised Xbox still has 10% of console sales, especially if that's specifically console sales. Yeah, it is actually surprising. There's no reason to get an Xbox anymore. As a Nintendo fan, I have to admit, those are pretty bad numbers for Nintendo. Only 23% in the launch year. I know the UK is more of a PlayStation market, but that is not very good. Again, if the UK is a PlayStation market, they've already got PlayStations, really. I mean, there's 80 million units out there in the hands of customers of the PS5 already. Now, not everyone, obviously not everyone has one, right? Some people are still getting it, but I'm just saying, like, that's not a bulletproof argument, right? You could easily interpret it in another way. This user said,
I would say, and I don't know how realistic this is, but if the newer Kingdom Hearts would come out for the PS5, I would really be thinking of Kingdom Hearts and maybe 1-2 other games. Or can you play PS4 games for the on the PS5 as well? I don't know, but this would be honestly the only reason. There would have to be many reasons, of course, but Kingdom Hearts, the newer one, would have to be a main reason for PS5 that I would say, yeah, I'm buying a PS5. So yeah, I would probably wait on the next one. If Kingdom Hearts comes out for the PS6, maybe, who knows, only on the PS7 or 8.
UK for PlayStation is like Nintendo for Japan, but for me, there's really not enough games on Switch 2 yet to really interest me. Needs more exclusives. I said this months ago. When we saw the first week-over-week dip for the Switch 2, I literally said this. I said that there was not actually any reason for the normies to get the Switch 2 yet. When we get a 3D Mario, we get another Animal Crossing, those are going to be big drivers of sales, and then all the hard...
Well, yes, aren't they working on an... Oh no, wait, that's Pokemon. No. Never mind.
Core Nintendo fans are looking for a new Legend of Zelda. They're looking for a new Smash Bros. This user says the problem Nintendo had was the adverts were saying Switch 2 with Mario Kart for £428, and then Sony cut the price of the digital PS5 and were throwing in a game for the same price and even lower for Black Friday. So it would have been a hard choice for parents, in my opinion. Honestly, it doesn't look like it was a hard choice. They made their choice. The choice was the better value proposition, right? I mean, it is what it is. This person says Black Friday is about bargains. Switch 2 just came out a few months ago and wasn't really in major price cuts yet. Well, it's got a 50% $50 price cut now as a result of all this. That's my assumption. But this person says the Switch 2 actually was discounted, obviously not as much as the PS5, but the console is 6 months old. It should be selling better in its first holiday season. Yes, this is 100% correct. Everybody knows this. You don't have to overthink this. We're talking about a 5-year-old PS5 and the brand new Nintendo hardware that is blowing everyone's mind and flying off the shelves. And again, it's true. It's the fastest. I'll say this time and time again, and people will always say I'm like a Nintendo hater, okay? The Switch 2 is the fastest selling console of all time. A few months ago, the goalpost was, oh, just wait until holiday, right? Like sales are gonna slow down until holiday, and then you'll see the Switch 2 is gonna, oh my God, it's gonna be crazy, right? Oh, here we go. Y'all must be getting a really good workout moving them goalposts. That's crazy. Those are heavy. Everyone knows this. Don't break your brain trying to do mental gymnastics. Like the new console should have outsold the 5-year-old one, obviously, right? It's not like one was $400 and the other one was $900. Like, yeah, there was definitely a price difference, but it wasn't like an astronomical. But
like
hey,
$100, right?
Clearly, I don't know. It's just crazy watching the discourse happen around this. Okay, now let's talk about the Xbox, because we've been discussing Sony and
oh yes, I'm curious about that one.
And a few months ago, I talked about how Xbox just completely collapsed, right? And it looks like that was a 100% on point. Xbox was outsold by a little-known Kinect-style console during Black Friday.
Oh yeah,
the Playground crashed the Black Friday hardware chart in the United States. Here it is, folks. Circana data shared on social media suggests that the family console NEX Playground.
Have you heard of the what is called Next Playground? Have you heard of it? I think in this video I heard the first time about it, and yeah, it is just this little box here.
Black Friday. The NEX Playground crashed the Black Friday hardware chart in the United States.
It is just this box here, and do you know the from PlayStation the iToy game series, the iToy Play 1, 2, 3, and what? So yeah, or Kinect. You know, it's just here. It's filming you, and you know it tracks your movement, and this is basically everything. All the games are working like this. This is in this video. I heard about this the first time that it even exists.
Here it is, folks. Circana data shared on social media suggests that the family console NEX Playground took 14% of the market for the week ending November 29th.
And
the
NEX
Xbox
Playground
is an Android-powered console launched in 2023, which features a motion camera similar to Microsoft's Axed Sensor Kinect. The console features family games such as Fruit Ninja and retails for $250, but is regularly discounted to under $200. The Playground has been quietly growing in popularity in the US market and even briefly outsold the PS5 in the week before Black Friday. Now again, we're not talking revenue, we're talking about units, right? So if we're talking about a $200 console, of course it's going to sell more. This user says, although the data might be true, it's worth noting that Xbox was not competitive with its pricing over Black Friday, and it seems like there isn't a huge amount of stock in circulation. So it's as much to do with Xbox's ambition with its consoles as it is with consumer demand. This is true. I live in New York City, okay? My local Target has had the same single Xbox on the shelf for weeks now. Literally nobody even knows it's there. No one cares. Everyone forgot about it. The population density here is extremely high, higher than almost anywhere else in the country, and that poor little Xbox is still collecting dust. It's actually super sad. In a games industry feature, journalist Rob Fahey, sorry if I mispronounced that, this month called NEX Playground a smart play for an industry blind spot. NEX Playground's stroke of genius really lies in taking one of Nintendo's foundational ideas, building cheap, accessible, robust devices using dated hardware and a philosophy that's more toy maker than tech giant, and using it to wedge itself into a market segment that other platform holders have either abandoned or simply forgotten about. What they're saying is if you introduce a console at a reasonable price point that is actually kind of fun, people are willing to pay money for it. I'm gonna be real, maybe this is like crazy for me to say, maybe I'm a fake gamer, okay? I had not even heard about this thing. I didn't even know what this was. I honestly couldn't. If you showed this to me last week, I would have been like, what the fuck is that? I have no idea what this is. It looks like a Ring doorbell camera or something like that, okay? So I didn't know. I fully admit, maybe I'm a fake gamer. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I didn't know about this thing, okay? I also don't have a family, so I'm not playing like motion control video games on the family TV in the living room. All right, so this thing comes out of nowhere and has a larger market share during Black Friday week than the Xbox, because one, no one cares about Xbox, and two, Xbox doesn't even care about Xbox, and three, this thing has a competitive.
I would say it is Microsoft that doesn't care about Xbox, because I mean, of course, yeah, Microsoft owns Xbox, so Microsoft is Xbox, but you know how Microsoft has multiple products and I think multiple sub companies or whatever. So I'm not even sure how this thing works with, can Xbox increase or decrease their prices without Microsoft, or do they have to tell Microsoft we would like to do this, or do they keep everything as it is until Microsoft says do this? So who knows? Maybe if they only can listen to Microsoft, maybe they would have liked to keep the prices as it is. But when Microsoft says you do it, well, it's their company. Who knows? Yeah.
Price point. In previous years, the Switch Lite was the thing that was at the $200 price point, but now the Switch Lite is quickly becoming a last generation console, and everyone already has one, and this is kind of like a new quirky little thing to do with the kids when there's a snow day or something. I don't know.
Honestly, the next playground is really good. It is a good alternative to just letting them doom scroll on the iPad, honestly, because here they still play, but they're at least also moving, so they get, they don't just, especially kids, should not just sit around for hours and do nothing. So I would say, if you would say, oh, technology, children, evil, because I mean, with iPads, of course, iPad kids and stuff, this is very bad. You're doing your child no favor if you do this. But I would say the next playground is the perfect middle ground, because let's be honest, in today's age, you cannot. It's not that realistic to. I mean, of course, a 2-3-year-old should not have an iPad, just no questions asked. But after at a certain age, you cannot really say it is realistic to keep a child completely away from technology. Up to a certain point and all of that, of course. But for example, a 10-11-year-old should at least have a phone so you can call them, and them calling you. If the thing with internet is another thing, but yeah. So I would say this is really perfect for a child, for kids, instead of just having them doom scroll on an iPad.
But yeah, Xbox is completely cooked. It's over. Sorry, Xbox, but there's really no other way to spin this. They're gonna try to tell you that they're coming out with new hardware and it's gonna be like $1,000. No one's gonna buy it, and then everyone's gonna realize, oh yeah, Xbox did collapse in 2025. They just didn't realize it yet. Anyway, guys, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, drop a thumbs up on it. It really helps out the channel a ton. And you might think you're subscribed because you've seen a ton of my content, but you actually aren't. Double check down below.
All right.
From humbling to biggest.
Okay, so. We go back here. Okay. So with Xbox, I still hope, just because of the workers there, the programmers, and just the people working at Xbox, just for their sakes, I hope that Xbox can make a small comeback at least, or just enough to so that they can stay in the market, so that how many hundreds of people don't just become homeless, just jobless out of nowhere. And yeah, okay, this was the first video, which was only 29 minutes long, but I managed to stretch it to 1.5 almost. Whoa. Okay, this was the first video. The second one, which is creepy. Why do we fear the almost human? This is all about the what's it called? Not liminal space. What is this thing called? The Uncanny Valley thing. Yes. I also saw this today. I watched almost 1.5 minutes, and then I stopped and said, no, we have to watch this, because there was at the start, even before the first minute, there was a moment, I have to say, I don't know for what reason, but it caught me so off guard that I went into fight or flight for the first time in years, and I had full body goosebumps. It caught me so off guard, and I'm really curious about this. I mean, I also read the comments. Maybe we will check a few 3, 4, 5 comments after this. Yeah. So why do we fear the Uncanny Valley from Rowmeister? And I would say, let's start. 16, 17
Take a look at this.
Yeah, and let me go here. I need the comfort of the chat box. All right, let's go.
Image. How does it make you feel?
Creeped out. Like I'm looking at something that technically should be alive, or looks like something that should be alive but is not alive. but it looks like it could move, and something that is not alive that could move, and I'm not talking about cars right now, is creepy.
Spooked, frightened, bewildered, maybe? This is the
Skibidi. Wait, no. There will be a show or a movie. No, please don't tell me this is true. This is the true horror. If this exists, that it exists. Okay, let's continue.
Okay, you all probably know what the Uncanny Valley is.
Yeah.
But if you don't, it's a psychological theory that
Oh, this was
probably know what the
creepy.
Uncanny Valley is. But if you don't,
Oh, I mean, this face, okay, it looks a little bit, but dude, wow, the eye.
it's a psychological theory that explains the discomfort people feel towards something that looks almost human, but not.
Who remembers this one here? I feel fantastic. Who remembers this? And the story behind it, that about the man who created this was a killer, and all of that, all the stories around it that obviously proved to be false. But I honestly, when I watched this a few years ago, or many years, how old is this even? I don't know. I watched it years ago, and I really had trouble sleeping at night afterwards, just because of the music and the singing and the uncanny movement. Yeah, this is really nightmare fuel.
Quite. As shown in this graph, as something becomes more human-like in a
Yeah, industrial robot is of course normal. Toy robot, of course. Uncanny Valley, prosthetic hand, honestly doesn't. I don't agree with that. I would agree with dolls and stuff being in there, but prosthetic hand. I honestly think it is more about the face, about a thing that makes. This is just my opinion, but I would say the Uncanny Valley for me fits mostly only if it is mostly about the face. For example, if you see a person with, like, for example, 3 arms, but they look completely 100% human, just a third arm, I would say that person looks less creepy than this doll, which I would say this looks more human-like than a prosthetic arm, because the skin also looks more human, but it is just the face that makes it look even creepier. So this is my standpoint, because in the wild, all the way back when we hunter-gatherer and all of this, you would look for danger. You would look for animals which have mouth and 2 eyes. You would look for something that has a face, basically. So this is also why you keep, if you look in the dark somewhere, you keep seeing shapes or faces most of the time. And I think it's more like that. And so if something looks like a human, yeah, I think you get my point. I think it is more about the face.
Appearance, people respond more positively to it until a certain point
Yeah.
where we find it disturbing.
What is a bunraku puppet? Bunraku puppet. Oh. Okay, I would say. Ooh. Okay, I would say the bunraku puppet for me is somewhere here. It's these dolls here. I mean, this looks creepy. I mean, this one, okay, looks better, but I would still say it is around here. Yeah, well.
Or valley in affinity is called the Uncanny Valley. Take for example dolls. At the midpoint of the graph, we might have something like.
For example, yes, this doll.
Take for example dolls.
I wouldn't say that many dolls here look particularly creepy, I have to say. I mean, if I look at these dolls, I don't really feel that valley all that much.
At the midpoint
How
of
about
the
you
graph,
guys?
we might have something like this. You can tell that it's not human, it's cartoony,
It's
and
not
doesn't
creepy
have
at
super
all,
realistic
this one.
features. But then we have something like this. Now,
Oh yes. I already have that feeling. That moment that I was talking about, fight or flight, it will happen in the next few seconds. Just brace yourselves.
me personally, I find this a little creepy. I don't know what it is, but there's something in those eyes, man. I don't like it. Now it does vary.
I mean, okay, now that I think back of it, it wasn't that bad. But it caught me so off guard the first time today. I don't know, it creeped me out so bad. This animation just now. Am I being a weakling?
Depending on the person. Obviously these toys sell, so not everyone finds these creepy. But there is a reason dolls are a big part of the horror genre.
I don't think Chucky's particularly creepy, honestly. I mean, I haven't watched the movies. I mean, this one is way creepier than Chucky, I would say. And of course, yeah, okay, Chucky wants to kill you, but Chucky as the puppet, it looks too fake. With all these cuts and stuff, it feels too fake. I would be more afraid of this one coming after me than Chucky. I don't know.
In this video, I'm not going to be focusing on what the Uncanny Valley is, as I kind of just did that, and plenty of others have already covered it. Instead, I'll be
that's
exploring
creepy.
the different theories that try to explain why we fear the Uncanny Valley. What in our evolutionary past or psychology gives us this fear of things that look almost human? Will we uncover the answer? Well, you'll have to stick around to find out.
And this
As we
will
dive into
stick
the
around, we will.
mystery of the Uncanny Valley.
Where's the intruder?
Oh, that was creepy. Oh, stop. Rollmeister.
Fair warning, this
Disclaimer.
video will contain imagery that people may find disturbing, so leave now if you don't like.
Get out. No, okay, yeah. As you said, disturbing. I will probably sleep with my lights on tonight.
Like that.
Maybe.
You know what? Actually, let me get this out of the way.
Oh, what the- You asshole! You really got me with that one, dude. I was really not expecting. It came out of nowhere. Oh man, I hate you for that.
That was the scariest one. Not that bad, right?
Shut up! Shut up! Oh damn it! I'm so tense right now.
Anyway, now onto the theories.
Oh well.
The theory of mate selection suggests that uncanny features make us feel uneasy because our brains are wired to avoid potential mates who show signs of low fertility, poor health, or weak immune systems.
Future gamer.
I can see how this could make sense. People have a natural reaction to others they would or wouldn't like to
Friend or chat.
bedoingle with.
A
More
doingle.
attractive people are received more positively in our minds, and less attractive people, not so much. I mean, look at modeling, movies, TV, even politics. A lot of it is cultural, sure, but our brains are wired to favor more attractive people.
That's
Though
normal.
I don't really agree with this theory. For one, we can find people of a group we aren't attracted to unattractive or frightening. Like, we can see straight dudes bullying other straight dudes for being unattractive. Or I guess in the case of the Uncanny Valley, a straight girl can find Momo scary. And for another, I mean, come on. You really think people are scared of these things because they don't want to do the devil's tango with them?
No, because it activates the thing. Maybe it will hurt me. It's that thing, I would say.
Speaking of the devil,
Okay. Religious spiritual theory. Oh, curious. Let's hear this.
many creatures from folklore and religious texts
the
fall
rake.
into the Uncanny Valley. Creatures like the Nephilim and the devil from the Christian Bible, the Golem in Jewish folklore, or the Wendigo
The Gollum? Really?
Wendigo from Algonquin cultures. All of these are human-like creatures with something unsettlingly off. The Nephilim and Golems, for instance, are giants, larger-than-life versions of human beings.
Yeah, it was said that Goliath was one of them. Maybe not a giant like Attack on Titan, but obviously larger than a human.
The devil has the form of a man but with animalistic features, and the Wendigo...
Actually, no, this is just what people made up. Because the Bible says that the devil can disguise itself as an angel of light. And let's say an angel of light. Would an angel of light be something that you would like to see, or something that you would like to avoid to see? I mean, there are also those, these memes with biblically accurate angels, which doesn't mean every angel. There are, the Bible mentions certain kinds of angels, and only the higher ones are those that are mentioned. That warrants angels saying, "Don't be afraid" when they come to humans. So actually, I'm kind of debunking myself. Even the good angels can look beyond creepy or scary, intimidating. I would say they maybe look more intimidating than scary.
As described by Basil H. Johnston, has skeletal, emaciated features as if it were a hollow shell of a person.
Looks dead,
A common theme in these creatures is the idea of soullessness or a broken soul. The idea that they are human-like beings but distinctly lack the sort of thing that would make them truly alive or human. Kind of like how I feel when someone says Mosasaurus or Pterodactyl's a dinosaur, which they are not.
They aren't? They aren't?
But soullessness is also something we associate with robots or dolls, human-like but completely artificial entities. This theory, I like to call the religious theory, suggests that our fear of the uncanny comes from a deep-rooted fear of the soulless, demons, fallen angels, golems, beings that resemble us but lack what truly makes us human. Personally though, just like the last theory, I'm not totally convinced. It's not that I dismiss the theory because it's religious. Rather, I find it hard to believe that we fear something simply because it lacks a soul. After all, there's a lot more concrete evidence backing up other theories. Still, it's an interesting perspective to consider as we explore other theories that may be a little more convincing.
It could be part of it. Oh, this one was... Yeah, these ones are all creepy. If you know the original videos. What was that? Predator? Theory?
The predator theory suggests that there used to be human-like creatures that preyed on humans in the past.
Maybe not human. If you... Oh, what's going on with the eyes? If you're looking into a bush and you see maybe a wolf, you would technically see kind of the mouth and two eyes. So maybe it is, yes, not entirely human. Well, but let's hear him talk first.
Similar to the religious theory, a lot of people associate things like giants, demons, mythological creatures, and cryptids. This is different from the mimic theory though, which I'll get into later, as that these are just creatures that look like humans and are not intentionally trying to mimic humans. The only evidence people really have to back up this theory though is saying something like, "Oh, well, so many cultures across the world have stories about humanoid creatures. They gotta be real, right?"
I hate that opinion.
Well,
we have stories about humanoid creatures today. A bunch of
one of those is people found a big skull of something and said it is a not centaur, it is a cyclops. We found out today that it was just the skull of a mammoth, and about at the place where the how is it called? The nose of the elephant of the mammoth came out. That was the place where you had obviously a hole in the skull because to get to the brain, and then people back then thought, oh, here the eye must have been the eye. It has only one eye in the middle. Oh, cyclops. Well, one theory.
Take the rake for example. There are people who believe this creature exists despite obvious proof of it originating on the internet, on 4chan. Or Slenderman, 2 girls stabbed their friend over this guy.
Yeah, that was
sick. If you believe
sick.
this theory, I don't blame you.
That was
It spread
sick.
a lot across TikTok and Instagram, which, if you've seen my other videos, you should know is kind of a theme.
I mean, it is really interesting to look into this and check all the stories and all like that, but you gotta stay realistic. Slenderman and all of that. When I was a stupid child, there were those found footage videos of Slenderman with camcorder or with a phone, and I don't even know how I found those videos, but I binge watched all of them. And being a stupid child, I kind of was slightly scared that I don't even know if I really believed it. I was just afraid. It was this what if thing. Not that I believe he exists. It's this what if fear. And yeah, well, stupid child.
Now, I will say, there is actual evidence of humanoid creatures existing with our ancestors.
Oh,
They're
wait,
called
what?
Neanderthals
Oh. What a way to bait.
and other hominids. Now, this is another theory people throw around, the other hominids.
Is this what he's mentioned, that something that looks almost human, but maybe the Neanderthals or the other ones looked slightly different from the face shape to us, and this is why they looked creepy to us, or who knows?
Theory, as I like to call it, the theory that we developed a fear of ancient hominid species because they look like us, but just a little off, and we competed with them.
Honestly, I mean, this picture obviously is AI generated or made by a human. I wouldn't really call this that creepy, that I just look at it and feel uneasy. If it were threatening, that's a different story. Obviously, you would be afraid of everything that was threatening to you. If you're not sure that you can overpower it. But if this creature came to me and just, hey, how are you doing? I wouldn't say it's creepy. So
It's
I
not a
don't know.
bad theory. I mean, some of these guys do look a little freaky. Me personally,
Not
I
really.
don't find them that scary. But one of the main
yeah.
problems I have with this is, if we were so freaked out by these guys, why the hell do I have Neanderthal DNA? I mean, my ancestors bred with these guys. Plus, some of these things that are part of the
Cute.
Uncanny Valley do not look like some of these hominids.
No, not at all. Oh, damn it. The disease theory makes sense. You don't want to get too close to someone that is
suggests
sick.
that our fear of human-like objects and creatures might come from a prehistoric instinct to avoid corpses and sick people. And it
Yep.
makes sense when you think about it. Robots and dolls that look almost
Oh.
human often have
Oh,
stiff,
damn it.
unnatural movements and lifeless expressions,
Oh,
kind of like someone who's sick.
You could see how this person just got freaked out.
Often have stiff, unnatural movements and lifeless expressions, kind of like someone who's sick or dead. The theory is that our brains still pick up on these signals as a warning, just like it did for our ancestors, even though now we're dealing with robots, dolls, weird
Oh, damn it,
CGI,
stop that.
and sick people. I think this theory does make sense for a lot of cases. Take this, for example, a prop of a severed head used for the show Dexter. Yes, it's fake, it's not real.
Oh, okay.
Please don't block my video again. It gives off some uncanny vibes, and it is supposed to
Obviously,
be
yeah.
a recreation of a dead person, so it fits this theory. Honestly, a lot of Uncanny Valley images apply to this theory. For some examples, Momo with the shrink wrap, skull-like face, and
Momo looks so creepy when it first came out.
bulging eyes. This drawing by Sinister Scribbles, again, a shrink-wrapped, skull-like face with bulging eyes.
Yeah.
That old YouTube video called My Dead Great-Grandma's Coffin
Oh, this was so creepy.
in my
If
own
you, have
backyard.
if you haven't seen this, don't look at it. It is not gruesome or it is this. Oh yeah, it is disgusting. It's not like you don't see organs or something like that. It is just. Oh, don't look at it if you don't know it.
Where that dude kisses a literal corpse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he kissed his dead grandmother in her coffin. Oh, that was so. And the original video is not censored, so that was so disgusting and creepy. I couldn't. I really had to look away when I first saw it.
That if you know, you know. And even the police sketch of the Baton
don't
Rouge
watch
serial
that video.
killer almost looks like a pale dead body. It's even got the dark lips and exaggerated eye sockets. So, mystery solved, right? Well,
not really.
I'm not entirely convinced. I know I said this for every other theory.
Though I don't really agree with this theory. Personally, though, I'm not totally convinced.
I hate that opinion.
Why the hell do I have Neanderthal DNA?
But I do definitely think this is the
Well, ancestors got freaky.
strongest theory so far. But there are a few examples that I can't quite fit into this theory, specifically CGI and deepfakes. Take a look at this image.
Oh.
Or this one. Some may say
this
they're
looks
just
funny.
a little weird, nothing too bad.
It looks funny.
Others may say they're scary. Personally, I don't mind them too much. I used to watch the Polar Express every Christmas as a kid, so maybe I'm just used to it.
I haven't watched
But I
that
think we can
movie.
all agree there's something off about them. But it's not
From here, this one is the most creepy. This one, I don't know. It's neutral basically. I don't know. These two, I don't know. Look, I don't know. I feel nothing for here. It neither looks good nor bad, I would say. Maybe, but this one, what's this?
because they look diseased or dead like the last theory. They just look off. So what could explain this?
Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Stop it. Oh, what the heck? No. This is so freaky. The mimic theory. Okay, I actually read in the comments when I watched the first minute that somebody said, oh yeah, the intro to the mimic theory is really creepy. Yeah, it really is.
I was sick, so my voice sounds weird in this part.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I thought this was part of this video. Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, one hashtag of the stream is, what is it? Slightly awkward. So, yeah. You can... Oh. Honestly, I expected to see a shadow.
Fallacis.
Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, this would look incredibly creepy. I'm glad this video in the background doesn't have this one animated.
Or more simply known as the doppelganger. A fictional creature concept created by user Ohio Pingu69, what a name,
Nice.
on r/speculative evolution. The doppelganger is a mammalian creature that evolved a particular fancy for human flesh and relies on it solely as its food source. Evolving in Africa alongside humans, the doppelganger gained adaptations to help it hunt humans in the dark. A lanky body with long limbs that both helped it climb and reach speeds up to 50 kilometers per hour.
That's really curious. I've heard a lot of doppelgangers and stuff like that, but so far I always thought that nobody knows the real shape of a doppelganger. It's just that when people encounter doppelgangers, it's already when they are already in human form, and not like this, but real human form. And just you can recognize them by the strange behavior that, oh, probably a doppelganger. But I didn't know that people, or obviously, and you know, there are a lot of people who believe doppelgangers exist, and I honestly don't really I don't believe that. Maybe if it is something that cannot change its shape, you know, something that's like The Thing, if you know the movie, there is this creature that can morph and change into whatever it wants, and it decides to take on the shape of a human, and you cannot distinct it from the real human only by its behavior. Maybe this obviously I don't think that it exists, but a doppelganger in the sense that maybe, let's say, a mutated tiger with a not a human face, but a face that is kind of similar to a human. Honestly, if that would have existed, we would already have real pictures. Because if a creature is that rare, how can it survive for that long? And let's continue. We can talk about this for 10 hours, and we still have to play Minecraft. And it's already so
feet
late.
That absorbs sound, and of course, a face that mimics that of a human. But would you be fooled by this? Probably not, right? I mean, it's got no eyebrows, it's completely pale, the eyes are a little far apart, it overall doesn't look too much like a human.
And now, I guess, comes a picture that kind of debunks what he just said, right?
But that's the point.
Huh?
This creature uses the confusion that the Uncanny Valley generates to bewilder its prey before attacking.
I love these types of videos. I mean, obviously they are most likely fake. I just like them to, watch something and spook yourself.
Now, of course, this thing isn't real, but it's a good introduction to this
Or is it?
theory as it distinguishes itself from the predator theory. This creature evolved adaptations to look like humans because it hunted humans. Things like Neanderthals and other hominids look like humans because we have a common ancestor. Or if we go the religious route, things like giants and folk creatures, for the most part, don't look like humans to trick them, they just look like humans because that's how they were created. That is what distinguishes the predator theory from the mimic theory. Now, the first idea in this theory is that in our very distant past, as in when we were little rodent things or even earlier, there was something that adapted to look similar to us in order to trick us into trusting it and prey on us. Similar to the doppelganger mentioned before, but way further in the past, and we've just retained that fear. The second idea is that something in our recent past has given us this fear, aka something that is purposely, with thought,
I just now noticed the background.
Obviously, the main idea of this theory is something supernatural, like a shape-shifting cryptid, or alien, or something like that.
What was that?
But it could also have relation to the other hominid and disease theory. It could be that these other hominids, or maybe even other humans, wore the skin of humans in order to intimidate us or other tribes, and it has been ingrained in us to fear this imitation. There isn't much evidence backing up this theory. There's
creepy.
no evidence of non-hominid creatures mimicking humans, nor is there any evidence of the supernatural doing this. I mean, there's videos online, but most of that shit's fake, so not much of evidence. Now, if you've seen my other videos, you probably know that I like to debunk stuff. The Philadelphia experiment, Deloitte ape, and the theories of the body girl are all things I've tried to go through and find the truth for. With this
is... Wait, if he goes through all of these, honestly, I'm going to subscribe, and maybe we'll watch more videos from Rollmeister. If he goes through not just a theory, but specific topics or creatures, persons, whatever.
You'd think I'd do the same. I mean, it sounds kind of absurd when you look into it. Humans wearing other human skin, a supernatural shape-shifting creature. I mean, come on.
I mean, the wearing skin doesn't appear that unrealistic, honestly. For example, I don't know if this happened, but how in Roman times, how in northern Europe, where Germany, France is now, those people were more barbaric than Rome, for example. That or Vikings, maybe maybe they did something like this. Not everybody, but certain slightly deranged individuals, just to scare their enemies. Maybe.
But one night, I was really thinking to myself why I feared the Uncanny Valley. I was looking at this image specifically when I really tried to think about it, and I realized this doesn't make me uncomfortable.
No, honestly, it is not creepy at all, honestly.
Because it looks like a dead person, or soulless, or because I don't want to badoingle it.
The creepy thing is that there are actually people who would. Let's be
because
honest.
It looks like it's trying to mimic a human. And that is what makes me uncomfortable. And yet, I'm still not convinced. I know. I'm sorry. So you know what? Enough of my opinions. Let's look at what the science has to say about it.
Science! I think there is also a thing with dolls compared to mannequins, like what we just saw now. This one here. This one here. Wait, no. This one here. Compared to the doll at the beginning. The doll at the beginning looks kind of like a human, but has a non-human, is at non-human proportions. I think even if you look it from a perspective as a child, I don't think this one has the same proportions or, you know, height as a child, which makes this one creepy. But this mannequin would look like something that has your shape. For example, that is like, if I talk in meters, maybe 160, 170 or something like that, you know. It looks like the same height as a person really would be. And this is why I think this one is less creepy than a doll. Because this one looks even more realistic than, for example, this doll over here at the start. Where were we?
Has to say about it.
And yes, what do I want to say? Because I think what also adds to the creepiness or takes away from it, if it looks like it was designed to be that way, in the sense of if, for example, if you would see something that was not created, for example, mannequins were created by humans, obviously, so we built it to look like that. But if you would encounter something that looks like her, for example, like the one we just saw, the tall model. If you would see something like this and you're not sure if it was created by a human, then I think it would look creepy. Your brain would interpret it as more creepy. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm talking.
Okay, so I recorded and edited that last part before even writing this part. Little did I know I would not find much of anything that I haven't already said. I did find that the science for the Uncanny Valley is quite debated. In fact, the very existence of the Uncanny Valley, separate from other fears, is pretty debated. The most accepted theories by scientists seem to be the disease theory and, to my surprise, the mate selection theory. There are a lot of other theories out there. If you want to do more research, I've got some links in the description. But according to most sources I've found, it's most likely the disease theory. But there really is no solid consensus on why we have this fear, which is why I made a video on it and why it fascinates me so much.
It may be a combination
it's something
of
we really don't have a good grasp of, and it's something creepy that we don't have a good grasp of. So it just really gets me interested.
Maybe that's also the thing. What makes it creepier is because we don't know exactly why it's unnerving, and this adds to us being unnerving. Maybe.
But which theory do you believe in? Let me know in the comments. I know I kind of ragged on a couple of them, but if you believe in one of those, you do you, man. I get the perspective coming from all these theories. Some of these things look in between human and animal, physically unappealing, soulless, predatory, disease, mimicking humans, whatever. Me personally, I'm gonna go with the disease theory. I know, it's the one the scientists agree on, blah blah blah. But I also really like the human likeness theory. I think that one, it's very basic, but it makes sense to me. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment letting me know why.
You know, this video here, from this one, this is actually so incredibly creepy.
If you didn't, leave a comment.
Maybe we make a stream where we not watch people explaining creepy stuff like here, but where we just watch just those raw videos, creepy videos, and talk about them.
Let me know why, or even just say fuck you. I don't care. Before, if you didn't,
what was that?
Leave a comment letting me know why, or even.
Minneapolis idiot, trash upload, trash detective work, and you can't even pronounce the city in the country you're from. We learned to do that in kindergarten, dude. DD fan 69, okay, yeah.
even just say fuck you, I don't care. Before I go though, I want to apologize for my giant gap in between videos, probably my biggest one yet. I do plan to upload more. I've got a lot of ideas in the chamber, so stay tuned. I've just been so busy with school and work and personal stuff. I may start a Patreon if this video does well. Lord knows I need the money, but it's totally optional. Also, let me know how I can improve my videos. Y'all like the slower, creepier style or the more fast-paced, funny style? Thanks for waiting 8 months and letting me...
What do you think about this? I think it is a mix of all of them. Not the mating part. I don't know if you... I don't know. I don't think it is one. It's just like you are attracted to someone or you're not. But I don't think that you're creeped out by somebody. I don't know. Just because, you know, of the attraction part. I think it is a mixture of the disease one, the predator one, and a little bit of the religious supernatural one. Because maybe there is this thought in your head, this what if there is, because obviously, okay, science, a lot of science says a lot of supernatural things don't exist and aren't possible. But the thing is also with science, we haven't reached 100% of all knowledge. So there is still a lot of knowledge that we don't know, that maybe still allows for certain things that we would now claim as supernatural, but maybe it is natural, but just in a way that we haven't discovered or learned about yet. Because, for example, back then with the sun, people would say it is I don't know, supernatural, but people said, yeah, the sun and moon moves around the earth and the stars and all of that, and people just said that it is like this, it just is like this. And then we got smarter and said, no, it's actually different. We are moving around the sun, and they move around us and also around the sun at the same time, and all of that. Because we got smarter, we said, no, it's not like this, and it's like this, which maybe back then people would have said it is supernatural to us to move around the sun, or I don't know, maybe something like this. So maybe there is this what if factor. What if it is realistic in certain way that this or that exists, which, yeah, maybe. So I think it's a combination of all of this. And maybe because also the combination of this doesn't really make sense and we are not sure about that, this also adds to the unnerviness. But okay, this was it. With the videos, I didn't expect it to take that long to watch these 2 videos. But man, I like watching these videos with you. What is missing is the discussion part, where I'm not just talking and just saying my opinion, where we're together talking about saying your opinion, I'm saying my opinion, we discuss those opinions. This would be peak for this part of the stream. Okay, we're done now and with the videos. First video, Nintendo Switch 2 sales just collapsed. What happened? From OmniArc TV. Second video, why do we fear the Uncanny Valley? From Rowmeister. If you want to check them out yourselves, maybe not these videos because we watched it together, but their channel. And now we get back to the Minecraft. Game capture. I need to change the property to Minecraft. And let's turn on some background music. Hello. There. Music, turn down a little bit. Here we are in our beautiful world, which is still desolate, still dead, dried up. But soon, but our mission is to reclaim everything. It will take a long time, but soon we're starting to leave a bigger and bigger footprint on this world. on our mission to reclaim everything. Yeah, as you can see, or maybe remember, how uneven this whole terrain was. We lived in a hill, inside of a hill. If you remember, I put this marker, this home marker, exactly at the entrance of our base, and this marker is here now. And obviously, as you can see, I removed almost everything. But why I decided to, and yes, this is all. It is not done. It isn't completely done as I wanted. I streamed this game 2 weeks ago, and I made progress almost every single day I played, and made, yeah, this progress. It took so long, and all the way to there. Here, okay, I still have to do a little bit. And the reason why I decided to make to not completely make everything the same level, but 2 levels, is, let me get over here. How do I do this? This part here. I saw this ravine here, and I thought, hey, why not build this apart? I thought a bit about extending this ravine all the way to the water, but then I thought I'll leave it like this for now. Then I thought, yeah, that maybe I create here also a door, and then we can skip over the ravine here. And this is the main reason why, because I wanted to have it on the same level. And if I would have had it on the level back then and back there, technically creatures could jump down, technically. And I wanted it to be on the same level as this one, so this is the reason. All right, so this is where we are standing now. And I also made a sleeping bag. I don't know, I don't even remember what I had last time and what I didn't. The sleeping bed, I don't even know if you had it. Okay, and last time I think we had a small pond with and yes, I moved everything in here, over here, and all the materials that I gathered, the dirt and the stone, I didn't throw it away. I put it all in chests. Half of these chests are just earth and cobblestone. And I also built here a smelter for the... Oh wait, I need to change the category to Minecraft. Just give me a moment. Category Minecraft, like this. Okay, and I also made here this here for burning a stone, because yeah, we need a lot of stone bricks for the wall, because I want to make the wall all the way over there, and then buildings. Also, yeah, also build buildings, of course, also with wood, not just out of bricks, but yeah. And if we need experience, then we need redstone for that. Oh no, wait, no, we don't need redstone. We need just a lever. Then we can stop the output, take it, and save the experience, because I can't wait until we get to the point where we need experience. And yes, for copper, I made all of this to gather copper pieces. Why? We need copper for iron. You put the copper bars in here with the hemoglobin fluid, which is just blood. You get the thing, the alchemic sulfur for iron, and then we have 28 iron here. And I said that I would work along a little bit. We have five whole stacks of iron ingots. Okay, so we have enough iron for quite some time. And this year I built just for extra wood, because I needed a lot of coal, because I didn't want to use up the iron for the things here. And let's just dump this in. We still have here, okay. Boom. All right. Charcoal is the easiest way to get, we get 1 or 2 minerals per charcoal, I think just 1, and 1 mercury shard per charcoal. Because if you remember, with 1 whole stack of dried earth or dried dirt, you would get only 3 or 4 mercury, and with charcoal you get 1 for 1. So it is really good. You can actually, this is really cool, if you have mercury, and then with was it A? No, it was M, I think. No. R is wait, no. R is for using an M or A? No, A is for here. How was it? R and E or T? No. R? Because one was for what are you using it for, and the other one was where are you getting it from? I think F. No. D. S. H. R. Yes, okay, here you see where you're getting it from. Pure raw pork chop, for example, you get 5. 1 diamond, you get 10. Yes, at first I started with bread. 1 bread, you get 1, which is also very good because you have a lot of wheat. The music, so beautiful. And yes, you would have. Who would use netherite ingot for 10 mercury? Oh, wait, how did I do this? What? How did I do this? Right click? Oh. Left click? Shift? No. Right click? No. Never mind. Okay, where was it? 25 dirt or dried dirt to get 1. And this was not sustainable, not at all. Okay, what is our next mission? And yes, food is definitely solved. We create bread, we cook it, then we have a full stack, and this holds us very long. I mean, look at this, half the hunger bar from 1. Okay, what is our next mission? Gold. Floral fertilizer, the nether. You can use a bucket to strategically place lava and water to make a nether portal frame. It's not ideal, but it's definitely easier than trying to mine obsidian with an iron pickaxe. Similar to the overworld, the nether is bare of ores and even more devoid of life. There are 0 spawns there and only 1 biome. You can also make obsidian on the natural altar, but be warned, it's pretty costly aura-wise. Whoa, okay. But we are a little bit further away from this. It is around here with the altar and aura and all of that. Okay, so what we need is lava. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lava buckets. And fortunately, we do it like this, because then another row, we can drop all of this and the salt. We also need to remove the salt or put it away. Where? Yep. What are you doing up there? The mercury doesn't have any space here, so I'm going to take this one away. Go in there. Why the heck? Why did I put the cobblestone in there? I put it wrong place. Okay, put the cobblestone in here for now. Yep, there's too much. Oh well. Okay, now we have enough. We have the buckets here somewhere. Here somewhere we have a lot of buckets. Where did I put the buckets? I should have 10 somewhere. Okay, they're not in there. Maybe I can do it like this if I really can find them. Like, send this one in, then I see if it disappears, being placed somewhere. There, 16. Okay, we have there some lava. We're going after it. And obviously I will remove this later and place it somewhere else, and we will have a gate here. Oh, I forgot 3. Oh, never mind. Let's leave it here. I'm coming, lava. We need 10. Ooh, here was another. This. But I'll also leave it there because now we can craft iron, copper. So let's not destroy any more ruins. This is actually really cool that we have part of a ruin here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's take more just in case. Right. Just in case that we misplace some lava or accidentally make a cobblestone out of it instead of obsidian. Also, we have iron, obviously, and flint. Oh yes, about the wall. I didn't just make a single wall. I made it like this, that you also can look down and shoot downwards, like this. And I thought maybe that here where these things are, I would make pillars. But what do you think? What would look nicer? I'm not sure, because I made it half the wall, every single one, and I don't know. I think it was a little bit too much. Maybe I could do it every 5 or 6 one down, and 5, 6, and another one. Maybe I will check it out. Maybe I should have made it 1 block higher, because it is okay like this for now. Okay, where should we make it? Obviously it will be a little bit temporary, because I could make it here, but I want to make here a building, maybe a building or something, or maybe something like a castle stuff where we put armor or just a storage for crops. But no, crops I would probably make here a storage. Here definitely we will build our building, our home, our house with the bed and stuff, decoration stuff. Here I will also definitely make a building with something. And here, so 3 buildings up here, maybe 1 for the farm here. I'm planning on making the farm here, like this part down here to be the farm, and up here be the part for altars and all the other stuff we need. And obviously I'll make 2 or 3 gates, one around over here, maybe 1 down there. Up here don't need 1, but yeah, and maybe a door back here. And obviously I won't leave this like this. I will try to make it look slightly natural, a hill. But okay, for now we can make the music. For now we can make the portal around here, and then we can break it and build it somewhere else later. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll make it outside somewhere here. Not far away, but outside and into the wall, just so that it looks cool. Like you're going to a wall and then bam, you see here the thing. Yeah, maybe here. Let's do this. I need a new shovel. Ah, damn it. Ooh, nice. Perfect. Is the music too loud a little bit? I hope not. Alright, like kind of like this. And then we need, oh wait, we need only 2. 1, 2. Then here 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do this. First we place the first one, the first two in the water. All right, two down. We need cobblestone. Just because I don't want to burn myself by accident. I don't even know anymore if I can place the water. Oh no, if I place it inside of the lava, it will just disappear. Or inside, you know. Place like this and then place water like this, it will just disappear. All right, we made it like this. Now how do... Oh, damn it. How do I now do this? Ah, get it, I get it. 1, 2. I need to sleep soon. Exactly, yeah, like this. Here we put earth. Now the lava bucket over here. And then we'll take this one again. This one. This one. We place like this. We'll get away for no reason. Like this and then water. Let's sleep for a little bit. I like this sound. I'm curious if you can break obsidian. Oh no, we can't. We need a diamond one. If I break this one, you know how it is 3x3. If maybe it breaks the thing as well, obsidian. But let's not test it. Not now. Maybe a little bit later. One, 2, and 3. I'm no speedrunner, that much I can say. All right. And now what remains? Cover it. Like this. Kind of. Like this. I'll leave this here. Maybe we have wood. No, we don't. Okay, the lava we will keep it, obviously. Just where? We're just gonna throw it in one of the chests. Yeah, just here. Okay. Oh wait, third. Let's throw it away as well. The 9 buckets we put back in here. Here. We just need 1 bucket. We don't even need it, but yeah. Why do I have? Ah, okay, yeah. Still burning? Still burning. Oh wait, speaking of burning. We have a lot of charcoal. Very good. Yeah, because I made a lot of spruce tree. Wait, is it lagging? No, it's okay. We made a lot of spruce. I made a lot of spruce trees to cover the ground in this here. In that there, because if you mine this or gather this, it turns into regular dirt, and you don't have to use this machine here to create it. So you technically have slowly but infinite dirt that way. And of course, 2 birds with 1 stone. We have a lot of spruce logs for charcoal. Okay, now we need flint and steel. Okay, we have iron. Where's the flint? There it is. Dude, go away. Okay, do we have everything? We have this. We just need a second iron hammer because we're going to collect a lot of things from there. Hammer. Wait, what? What was that? A chisel. Oh, what for? Okay. We have a shield. Yeah, because I nearly died a few times. We have enough food. That's good. Alright, I wanted to create a chest for you, but never mind. Here we go. And I think now you get the real original Minecraft Nether experience, minus the mobs that are created. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be freaking kidding. We have not one thing. You gotta be kidding me. Dude, what the heck? Alright. Oh. Don't crash on me. I think I'm going to take regular bricks to build platforms there, you know, a floating base. I am not very creative in Minecraft, but I really want, because I think this game or this playthrough with, you know, Reclamation will take quite some time because, oh wait, hey, I mean this, and this is just to get to chicken, and how many other things does this mod pack have to offer? How many missions like this? Right. This should be enough to get to the other side, or the other side, you know, to the place where you can. That's such an unfortunate spawn. Here. Oh, don't lag. Do not lag. Oh, this mod is really cool. Because usually, you know, it doesn't work that way. In regular Minecraft, you would have to do this and place. I really like this feature. No, maybe we go over... Oh, this is a floating island. Yeah, we're going over there. This is such an unfortunate spawn. You don't even... Oh, maybe we can go down there. Do it. I know I'm crouching and cannot fall down, but I'm... Stop lagging. But I'm still kind of nervous. I don't like bridging in Minecraft. All right. Should have brought stairs. Oh well. Okay, and now what do we as humans, what is the first thing we're doing in a new place? Yep, we're destroying the environment. We need a ton of it. so that we can see better. Alright, we collected quite a bit, but it's still not enough. We still need a lot more. Have you played any Minecraft mods recently? Have you heard of the broken script mod by any chance? I haven't played it, and I probably won't because I don't want to die to die with a heart attack. That much I can say. But I can really recommend it from what I've seen someone else play. Yep. That's exactly why I built a second one. I'm really looking forward to this Friday or Saturday. I announced that announced in the schedule. I I made a schedule for I think Friday or Saturday that we're playing the complex expedition, the complex or something like that, and it is where we're exploring liminal spaces. I don't know if it is horror or just a walking simulator, but I love the back rooms so much. So if we have a lot of backroom levels there that we can just explore and just not being chased by any... Is the music too loud? Maybe a little bit. Like this. Maybe alright, I think this should be enough for now. Oh, we need soul stuff, soul sand and things like that we will need for later. Oh. So. There is the gravel, but no souls. No soul stuff. Great. Also regular gravel. Double great. What do we have on this side? Soul sand exists, I know it. From my other gameplay that when I started playing by myself. I came out at a place where there was no lava pool nearby, I think, or at least not where where the thing spawned. Oh damn it, I'm not jumping here. And there was nearby soul sand and soil nearby, so it exists. I'm not looking for anything that doesn't exist, because soul sand and soil obviously is not a mineral, so it hasn't been picked clean. There, right? See where the torch shows over there? I think there is some. I didn't expect this to be this difficult to get soul sand. The nether should be full of it. Oh wait, damn it. There. Set create waypoint portal. Over there. Awesome. not sure where to go next. Still gravel. There. Yes. Wait. What's that? That isn't soul. Anything soul like or whatever. Oh, don't scare me, map. Not in a not in a place like this. No, bye bye. Three, four. Okay, this is new. I don't know that one. Oh, this is basalt. Basalt. I don't know how it's probably said. Basalt stuff. Huh. Okay. And let's dig in here. Dig in here, and then we're digging down. And here, about here. Nope, this was too early. Oh, but at least we can go down one space. About here. Yep, exactly. Here, and then here we go. Scorchia. Okay, it works with Scorchia. Looks really cool, actually. Oh, this is a new one. This isn't Minecraft, basic Minecraft one. Ah, okay. Okay, no wonder that I don't know this one. Okay. Is this music really in the background really from Minecraft? Because it's, to me it sounds like Raft. Okay. Hey ho, soul sand and soil. Let's first make sure that you're not falling into lava. And now, if we need lava, oh, we could use lava now as a instead of charcoal. Aha, because we have more than enough. Acidity, humidity, arid, acidity, neutral, nutrients very high. Oh. Oh, right. I have to stand to do this, to use the effect. I'll take as much as I can. Oh man, I should start over, or I should. I'm kind of getting hungry, and I thought about, oh no, about getting something to eat, but nope, it's way too late for that. I think this should be enough for now. We have 24 soil, no, sand, 30 soil. Wait, only that much? I mean, it wasn't that much, okay, but I thought a full stack at least. Okay, now we're talking. What? You know what? Let's take some magma blocks with us as well. Why not? I wonder if the sleeping bag will also blow up if we try to sleep in it. There it is. The soil and sand finally revealing itself. Give me at least a full stack. It is so calm playing Minecraft always. Especially now since there are no mobs in the nether for now. Maybe we will bring them back. The creatures. I mean, we're going to bring back the chickens, but the question is, will those chickens only live with us, or will they start spawning in the world as well? That would be interesting to see. I'm really curious to find out. Or are really the only chickens after a certain time, or maybe at first the chickens will only stay with us, but maybe later when we create enough chickens they will start living, you know, as I said, spawn by themselves. All right, we have one stack. Awesome. Okay, we're returning back home. 42 is enough. Way back home. Okay, we need to create a bridge over there so that we don't have to walk all this way back. And sooner or later accidentally fall down and die. Yep, this is the bridge that we placed, or one block. I usually don't like to run and sprint and jump in the nether because there has to be one hole and you're done. I once wanted to play Skyblock and just a moment. Just because, you know, don't want to die. Accidentally fall down, no thanks. Nope. Place it down first. I'm always so tense when I'm in the nether. Like this. This so far up. All right, one thing out. So over here. All right, just one space for now. This is enough. Come on. Right, we're safe for now. Yeah, this is okay for now. Wait. Forgot this one. Okay, let's go. Back home. Because now we want to create some gold. Oh yeah, right, the legs. Yeah. There has to be a way to reduce this lag. Probably the only real solution may be to get a NASA PC. Okay, we got this. Now our next mission is to create gold. The combination of brilliant fiber and nether bricks is superficially similar to the weak gold ore deposits you remember existing in the nether. They're so similar, in fact, that a pure daisy will convert golden nether bricks into nether gold ore. So first we are creating this one, which we need. Really? Oh, okay. We need the odor of purity. For this we need hawthorn saplings. Yeah, let's take all but 5. Oh yes, we need a new chest for the nether stuff. Right? And for the other thing, we need whiff of magic, rowan sapling. I think for some reason we're out of rowan saplings. I have no idea how this even happened. I'm pretty sure it has to be here somewhere. Because never did I throw all away. But maybe I did. So yeah, we need to create a new one. Wait, yeah, let's get one dead bush oak sapling. Damn it. Okay. We need a campfire. For that we need regular wood as well. Right. Good. Campfire. Oh, what's this? Campestral Queen. Campfire. 3 log, 1 coal, and good. 3 log, 1 coal, and 1, 2, 3. This is a wood cauldron. Good, so we don't have to re-enchant it or whatever. Like this, and then we need a water source. Right, and we have a water source over here as well. 1, 2, 3. Good. We need to mutant this. How do we create this one? The cauldron. Belladonna flower, water artichoke, and bone meal. Don't even know if I have this one. Damn it, we need to grow it. We need to grow. Okay, we have the watering can. We can make this very, very quick. Hawthorn, yeah, is over here. The belladonna we can take already, and the seeds for the artichokes should be here somewhere. Artichoke, yep. Yep. Need the hoe, stone hoe. Ah, we need to make a new one. I leave this space just so that when we when we, you know, harvest, it doesn't fall into the water. Ah, never mind. No, I'm not wasting two iron for an iron hoe. For 5, this should be enough. Right, and now we just do this, and then we collect a lot of them. Yep, just like this. And then and we have as much as we need. Okay, so we need this, and what was it? Bone meal. Go cauldron. Take this, 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 and this. Three. Let's see if this works. So we we need the row 1-1. Next try. Come on, give me this time. Give it to me this time. Jungle sapling. Ooh, I don't think we have jungle. Alder sapling. We would need to make a checklist on all the trees that we already have. Alder we have here, and collect 1 stack of each, just to never run out of it again. Right, okay, let's go to sleep first. Oop. Good night, everybody. Dead bush, no thanks. Acacia. Do we have acacia? Nope, we're collecting acacia. Alright, we have 1 acacia sapling. That's not very much. Okay, I think we need to get... How did I get 3 times 3 by 3 by 3? What the heck? I mean, not complaining, I'm just very surprised. I have no idea how this mechanic works on trees with the axe, honestly. I mean, look at this, destroying everything so quickly. Amazing. Right. Now we have a lot of acacia. Yeah, with this method we're not getting a lot of birch saplings, just because they're cramped. So many, you use so many to create so many trees, and the leaves aren't that many. But it's okay. Acacia, there it is. Awesome. Right. like this. 64. Oak saplings. Because this one is, yeah, it's full. Good. Next one. Oh, we need another sapling, a new one. Oh wait, we can use these 3 instead of burning them. One, 2, and 3. I already destroyed it. Wait, no. Yep. Also don't know how this one works. You really have to throw in everything in the right thing. I don't get it. Honestly, it should work like this. It should just work this way, that you just throw everything in just however. Spruce we have, oak, hawthorn. Oh, wasn't the raw one what we're looking for? Wasn't it one of the first? One of the first trees we got before somehow I lost them. Acacia we have, dark oak we have, dead bush. Do we have a dead bush? Don't think so. Okay, we need new belladonna flowers. Birch, alder. We already have alder. Spruce again. Right. Where's the bella flower? Only one. Okay, then we need to start breeding again. Right. Yep, you stay here. Good. We need to extend the seeds that we have, the belladonna seeds. Come on. Oh, wait, maybe like this, then it should spread better. Huh? Out? Oh well. Should have gotten a flower. Come on, grow! Don't have time for this. Oh, wrong one. Good, then we have to do this method. Good, there it is. Oh, okay, these aren't pure belladonna seeds. We'll need to create sooner or later, yeah, but this is something that I will do again after, obviously, after creating everything, building everything. Not the buildings, but at least the wall and correcting the mountain over there. Oops. Another one. Oh, what's this one? Oh, okay, flax. We don't need flax right now. Okay, for now this is enough. Didn't get any flour from this one again. Right, let's go. Flax we don't need. The water artichoke. We have enough. Oh, all the seeds. Get in there. Honestly, it is already midnight. I have to go to work tomorrow. I'm not sure about how long to stream because I want to get at least gold. The next time we need to start sooner with the game. Dude. Give me the thing I need. Row 1-1. Row 1-1. Let's try the other. Try the other saplings. Jungle. Do we have him? Do we even have jungle? We have. Okay. I'm not even sure. Maybe we have to go to a wild sapling, not this one, but the wild. This is not domesticated. I don't know. So I think I should. I need to make a second cauldron. Come on. Let's make another batch. Rowan! There it is. Gotcha. You can always use, or you always need wood for stuff and things. I have this one as well. Okay, let's go to sheep. Oh damn it! Wow, don't scare me. Out of nowhere. Give me the bone meal. And give me a lot of rowan seeds. Yes! Very good. Nice. Alright, rowan berries. We also get that. And we have 8. Very good. The artichokes we can put away. We don't need them right now. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 just for safekeeping. Oh, damn it. I wasted one bone meal. Two hits, bam. Three trees down. Right here. It should be enough. Enough trees. And we need to set up the thing again. Burning whatever it's called. The witch's oven. Boom. All right, we need this. Oh boy, where did we place it? Clay pots. 11. Good. The other one was hawthorn, yeah, exactly. Got one already. Very good. Don't even know if you can do the flowers. It works. Good to know. Good, we can make one batch stuff, whatever. Okay, we need the bubble one, then string, wolfsbane, bubble, string, wolfsbane, and this one, string, wolfsbane. I have only one. String, no strings attached. This potion has no strings attached. Oh, right. We need another oven. Because these ones I use for this purpose and no other. Good. Over here. Need to cook that stuff. Because what we are doing now, we need 4 bricks for one nether brick whatever stuff. 3. Need one for potions. Gimme. And then you place one nether brick and one of these. Bam! Golden nether bricks. I think I will place the flower around here. So for now. Right, and the next step is to get the flower, the actual flower, which we have to go this way. Floral fertilizer. Using dye from the flowers you can get by bone mealing grass. You can craft a special kind of fertilizer that can coax mystical flowers to life. Ooh, okay, good to know. So first, let me do this. The second one. Good. I have a lot of logs. And the rest, yeah, cook. Good. Need a lot of bone meal. One, two, three, four, and 1. Floral fertilizer. What do we get? A flower pouch, which is very good, and a book. And here, I really like the design of this one. Okay, and here we get see the flowers, but okay, let's first, boom. And these are different flowers. These ones we collect in this here. See? And the thing is also, these flowers we can craft into other stuff. Like you can take them out again, and then you craft stuff from them. But yeah, let's put it back in. The book we don't need for now. We need a lot of fertilizer, so we need a lot of bone meal. Damn it. We need an automated farm. Yep, that's exactly the reason why I left the space over there. Really need to, yeah, optimize the farm. Yeah, damn it. Okay, never mind. Okay, let me use all of this for this. And then there are the other bone meal that we get, we use for the crafting. Okay, our next step is to create this one. Yes, for that we need a petal apothecary, and for this, okay, we need these ones, the white ones, the white flowers. 7 already. Ooh. Yes, we got the white flower. Good. Pick one of these. We have 2, and for the altar thing, apothecary, we need 6 cobble. Boom. We need, for this we need to put it next to water. Like this, I think. Yes. Just one. Okay. Good. Can I put this here again? No, I don't think so. No, I can't. Okay. Good. We have this. Then we need the flower, and for the flower we put 4 of the white ones and 1 seed. So we need 2 more white flowers. I'm going to make something to eat afterwards. Or give me a moment. Forest Thursday, right? Okay. Then Friday. Friday we're streaming. What are we streaming Friday? Oh yes, Hail to the Rainbow. We're continuing. And on Saturday, the Complex Expedition. I think I put in the, into the comment, not the 33 one expedition. All right, give me a moment. It's already past midnight, but I'm very hungry. And I would say I play maybe 20-30 more minutes until we get the gold, and then I'll call it a day. And next time, maybe, I don't know, I should start earlier with the stream, because on Wednesday I should start on Tuesday, stream on Tuesday, not Wednesday, because on Wednesday I always work in home office. And then, of course, I save myself the time going to work, and that time I could stream earlier. But I really enjoyed watching those videos that we did, those two. I want to do this more often. Maybe also watch... Maybe also funny videos. Okay. Okay, I'll be back soon. Or come on. All right, good. Now we continue. $21 already. Oy, oy, oy. What's 9 plus 10? 1 yellow flower? Just one. Hey. All right. Right. Come on, white flower. I need you. Come on, these two. You have to give me the white flower. Haha, the first one. Perfect. I don't know if I said it about this music of Minecraft, but this specific one, it just sounds so mysterious. Right? It sounds so beautifully mysterious. Right? Don't you think so? Whenever I hear this music... Wait, it is a YouTube video, right? Yes. Always when I hear this music, either in-game or, you know, on YouTube, I always imagine looking far into the distance, standing on a mountain. Okay, wait, let me like this. I always imagine, of course, in a Enderman, in a beautiful Minecraft world, but standing up here on a mountaintop, hilltop, or whatever, and just looking into the distance. and wondering about the mysteries that are hidden in the distance. Okay, now obviously we can't see that far and it doesn't look very beautiful, but you know what I mean? It looks so empty. I mean, it is. Ouch. My ankles. Right, we need 1 seed. Perfect seed. Good, we place it here. And then Q. Wait. Pure daisy. Shift to stop animation. Pure daisy. Living wood twig. A black canvas to start your adventure. Oh wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then right. And then right click. No. Hey, pure daisy. And what we're doing now? Plonk. And we just have to wait now. I won't sit and watch now, but this will transform into the nether brick, into the standard vanilla nether gold or block, however it is called. But yes, living materials, gold. Yes, and then we make gold with this one. Right, gold. Oh, damn it. There is so much. Oh. And there's a lot of stuff. Okay, gold ingot. No, not ingot, gold nugget. R. See? All right. We need. Okay, we smelt this stuff to get one. Blah blah blah. Mob drops. No archaeology. Smelting. There was something with smelting. Oh. Oh, never mind. I thought if we smelt it, we get 9 out of it. I think I saw somewhere, but no, apparently not. Hey, hey, but we got 9, exactly 9. Yes. Boom. It's completed. Gold. The combination of brilliant fiber and nether bricks is blah blah blah. Okay. Bam. We made gold. Altar. Oh yes, this is the altar we need. Attuned stone. For that we need, I think, ender eye. Right? Or yes, mana pearl, and for mana pearl we need an ender eye. How? We create a mana pool somewhere. Generating mana. Yes, mana pool. We have to create this flower here, end of flame. We use charcoal to make them burn, whatever, catch fire, whatever. And then this mana spreader takes the mana from the flames and puts them into the mana pool. And then we just take an ender pearl, throw it in, and we get that one pearl that we just saw. Okay. Maybe next time when I hope I'll have more time, because now it's midnight, and yeah, for the next mission, regrowth, pseudo terraforming, optional quest. With high enough aura in an area, dried earth will slowly convert. Oh, No! If you want to stop this effect from happening, powder of dried stasis will prevent the conversion of dried earth to dirt in the area it's placed. No, I will never stop that. If we can spread grass on over the whole place, like automatically, that would be amazing. Powder of dried stasis. Wait, what? Without aura in an area, dried earth will slowly convert to dirt. Oh. An excess of aura generates flowers, and this device can turn flowers into an excess of aura. Oh, because I was wondering in my other playthrough how to generate mana, because if you create a natural altar, you can use iron to create infused iron or other things, and it takes aura from the environment. There is an item that you can put in not in the inventory, but here somewhere, that you can always see the mana level. Usually you have to hold it to see the mana level, but if you equip it, you always see the mana level. And if you keep create infused iron, it takes mana from the flower, the aura around that place. It takes from it, and you can see the bar drop. And diminishing returns. Too much of the same flower. Make sure you feed it a balanced diet of different flowers, though. Diminishing returns means you get something back, but not that much, right? Yeah, well. Mnemonic inscriber. Offering table. Will soon. Who knows how long it will take? We will get to the chickens. Blooded amalgam stuff. All of. Oh, we make this in the runic altar. All this stuff. Oh, one moment. I think the food is already here. It went quicker than expected. Oh damn it! Oh damn it! Oh damn it! Oh damn it! Good that this wasn't a creeper. Oh damn it! Okay, damn it! Oh damn it! Oh damn it! Oh damn it! I'm dying. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Yeah, I will take the food. He should be here soon at the door, and then yeah, I will stop the stream then. Until then, I will already do this. Pause the background. All right, I will be back soon to make the, to say bye. Okay, I'm back, and thank you very much that you've been at the stream. Oh, damn it. At the stream today. I hope it was fun for you, the videos, and yeah, the game wasn't that spectacular now. It didn't do a lot of stuff. I mean, I did it in the background, as if you compare it to last time. But yeah, other than that, we created gold. Before I start eating, I have to save myself now from all these zombies. Or I think if I just go away, just save and close, save and quit, they should be gone. Good. Before I leave, let me just check the schedule. What I decided, you know, what next one, Friday at 9 p.m. CET. We watch maybe one video this time only, not two, because yeah, somehow I managed to lengthen them a lot. But yeah, Friday, watch one video, and then we continue with Hail to the Rainbow. I'm really curious to see if we manage to find the father, or if it's just an end game stuff. But yeah, we will see. Saturday we also start at 9 p.m. Maybe I'll start at 8 p.m. maybe at Saturday, so that we have one extra hour. We are starting with the Complex Expedition, which is a backrooms liminal space game, which I'm really curious about how it will be. If it's will have monsters, or if it is really just a walking simulator just to experience the environment. This would be very cool. I would really like it. But yeah, this for the next 2 days, or Friday and Saturday. Thank you that have been here today. I hope to see you again. You can check out my YouTube channel now, where I upload previous streams. There are still the last 2-3 streams that I still have to upload. I want to cut a little bit, or yeah, we will see. Because in maybe the gaming sections, that I upload them separately as well. If you want to see only the gaming ones, but they will then also be uncut. The YouTube channel also Aros HD, or HD, for Helldivers, Helldiver. Same logo as here on Twitch. If you want, have time, whatever, I would appreciate it. Until then, have a nice Thursday, a nice Friday, and I'll see you then. Bye.